drinking, please? Like, can y'all just like chill?
This is a relatively light, like this is congestion. It just makes me need more water. But
Lubricate, yeah.
yeah. On that note, does anybody want to do a quick recap? Our default is Metro, but if anybody else wants to swing a stick at it, you're free to.
You said quick, so other Sam should do it.
Uh, um,
I'm very
sure.
slow. I'm like
I'm okay with very slow. A slow recap, a recap that is a recap.
It's at least slow and like on topic.
Yeah, there we go.
And
There we go.
like
And
Okay,
that
so
disqualifies me.
we managed to bring Purser back, which is great. He may have been changed, Pet Cemetery style. We still haven't found that out yet. And as price of bringing him back, we had to talk to the Lady of Death. What was that? In-game images?
I don't have an image for her.
Yeah.
She's just.
Oh, wait, no, that's the queen. Oh, frick, what was it? The Mishann notes. Ah, right. Maybe? Where'd you put the name of the wizard that we're supposed to kill now?
I think under notes, yeah. The local
Here's
head of the Lyrander.
Calendin.
Yeah.
Calendin, okay.
Yeah.
So in order for her to release Purser back to the land of the living because she's jealous and covets what's hers, she said that we have to go and kill Calendin de Randar, fucking words, and within a month, in order for Purser to remain in the land of the living. Mercy and scroll. She's not online. And Yell's character, Pick. We agreed to that because we just very much wanted Purser back. Purser isn't necessarily happy that we've agreed to that. Calendin is going to be an issue, just because of how strong a wizard he actually is. So it's going to be a challenge in order to actually succeed at that mission.
He's an old man. How bad could it be?
Yeah, I didn't. Hopefully not quite a lich. Well, if he's a lich, it makes things a lot easier for us, but there's no evidence stating that he is, so that's kind of a pipe dream. While we were reviving Purser, we had... Who was it, Leo? Who was out looking for the rats, like trying to figure out... Yeah, Leo.
Indigo did that.
Indigo. God damn it. Somebody fucking did it. Indigo went and talked to his aunt.
Cousin. She was his aunt. Nice lady.
Oh. Ha! Oh my god, Fucking, I'm just like striking out all across the board. I'm glad I got something good. Right. Okay, so fine. Indigo spoke with his aunt to find a point of information in order to find out where rats might have gone to ground so that we can go and finish that job. Just because, like, Lord knows that if we allow them to actually revive what's his face, then it's going to be a pain in the ass, and they're just going to replenish their ranks over the years or months, and we really don't want that, considering the bullshit we had to go through fighting them. And the Church of the Silver Flame would... Yeah, so it's best to nip that in the bud and go straight Machiavellian, the Prince, yeah, I mean, the Church of the Silver Flame would probably consider this job not complete yet because they are still out there, and we want to make sure that they're completely wiped out, even if it creates a power vacuum. We don't care about the power vacuum. We care about killing the were creatures that are murdering and eating people.
Just a whole lot of unfinished jobs around here.
Yeah.
Now, I will interject with Indigo's aunt really did care about the power vacuum and was like, go talk with someone before I give you anything. You go talk with the people in charge of the criminal shit. Do not.
Yeah. I mean, that was the point of contact. That.
Yeah.
So she cares, but maybe we don't quite. Um, I think that was pretty much
Almost. I think
what I
what
forget.
people. So we went to a place called the Rusted Nail, right?
Yeah. Yep.
In the Forge Light District, because we are looking for a guy known, a Warforged known as
Oh,
Metro.
right. Yes.
That's
Okay.
supposed to
Yeah.
be
Yeah. Yeah.
working with Eston or the Fury, or maybe not with him. I'm not exactly sure who's working with who.
Yeah,
But
he was like the muscle, whereas Eston was like the brains that worked for the Fury. Metrol, the Warforged, is their like bruiser. His job is to break people's legs.
he's
From
Yeah.
what
And
we
I
understand,
posted. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you were
he's the Fury's mercy.
yeah, it could be. But yeah, you guys went to it's not like a Warforged bar per se, but it is a business that serves a lot of Warforged, the Rusty Nail, as you pointed out. And you were just going inside, and if I remember correctly, in order to make it seem like the party was less like, oh, we've got one member, I think Indigo had transformed to take on a bit more of an artificial look himself.
I remember he
yeah,
pitched that, and then Joan, out of character, was like, "Please don't do that."
and I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
uh,
it's possible to pull off. Um,
Blackface.
no. It's not that bad. I mean, I guess it could be. I guess it depends on if he's deliberately trying to make it bad.
Is there a Jim Crow for Warforged? Is the
Yeah.
question.
It's more like
Uh,
if it's more like if we somehow ran into this guy in here in broad day. Do I want my like Indigo mostly does his stuff in the cover of darkness. By day, most people just know him as like, oh, he's that guy who plays music. So if we get into
uh-huh.
some shit, I don't want to be like, hey, I think that one musician guy just killed someone over there.
Oh yeah, you're worried about your rep. That's fair.
Yeah. It's that, and I feel like in his business, that's a very heavily used spell.
It is. I
So
use it all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
But other than that, we got everybody else with us, and we're wandering into the Rusty Nail. And let me get the date here, which you'll be happy to know I do keep track of. So you'll have plenty of time, or well, you have a proper timer going for that month. So it won't just be like at the month goes by at the time of when I fucking feel like it. It's like there's actually a counter. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Forge Light. Like I said previously, it's a weird mix of feeling like a um, military base combined with a factory. There's industry here. There's a lot of it's very close to the House Beneath Enclave, which is right here. Um, it's just very military, very industrial. Um, and yeah, inside the shop, uh, arms, armor, special oils for treating live wood frames, exotic polish for metal plating, even cosmetic services for reshaping Warforged into, who want to alter various aspects of their appearance. That's become a gradually increasing in popularity as far as the like further and further away from the war, more and more Warforged kind of find their feet, so to speak, and want to be a little different. But behind the counter is a middle-aged human man with a prosthetic arm and disfiguring burn scars covering most of his left side. Uh, he smiles, or most of his face smiles, when you enter the shop. Says, "Welcome to the Rusty Nail. If you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know." And yeah, there's, I would
I would like
say,
to walk, but just for clarity, I would like to walk in maybe a few moments after, like
oh, okay,
so.
you just stagger
I'm,
it so it's not a group. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, there's I would say 3 customers in right now before noon. it's a pretty decent sized shop. It's not exactly crowded. There's one Warforged, one human, and I don't know, we'll say one half elf. Just kind of browsing, but none of them seem particularly invested. But yeah, that's kind of a slow day here in the shop.
Purser's just gonna browse while the talky people handle this. I don't think this is a fireball situation yet.
Yet.
I hope
You
not.
guys call me when you need a fireball.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Do we know from just like being in the city a while who owns this establishment?
Presumably the guy behind the counter, but
Okay.
who knows?
So we're not under the impression that he's like an employee.
He could be an employee, could be an owner. Like you don't know that much about it. It's primarily
Okay.
a it's a shop, caters to Warforged. You didn't have a ton of info beyond that.
Cool. Cool.
So you said that there's a couple other people not at the counter. I want to go over to maybe the Warforged that seems to be like at one of the places in the back. And doing my best impression of Warforged sort of walk and cadence. I want to walk up and say, hello, I'm looking for a friend. She went missing not too long ago. Have you seen her? And then minor illusion, a picture of Eston.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there isn't like a most Warforged don't have a designated robo walk or anything, so there's no
Yeah.
performance needed for that. But yeah.
Guess I'm just trying to mimic Mercy's mannerisms
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah.
That
Honestly,
might be a mistake.
it has
I
to
don't
do
know if that's a good idea.
has a
I
lot
just
to
want to
do with heavy
clarify that you
armor.
basically just said, like, I want to walk like a Chinese man. It's
Yeah.
a nonsensical sentence.
Okay.
It's not an
for the
unrealistic sentence to say,
Okay.
but
For the record, I will say that Warforged who use a lot of heavy armor probably do have a little bit of a different gait, just because there's a lot of extra weight, like literally grafted onto them. I can
A
see that
Chinese
changing
man that
with
wears a lot of armor has a unique gait too.
exactly. There you go. So we'll go with that. And as
What are you guys, a
far
bunch of robot lovers in here, huh?
we
Uh,
avoid
they're not
the C
robots.
word. We
Thank
avoid
you,
the C
Metro.
words. But yeah, with you going up and showing an image of Eston, he kind of blinks at that, but like minor illusion. I mean, I won't say it's super impressive, but it's like, oh, not bad. No, I ain't seen her. Like, when might she have been in? We get a lot of folks come through.
Maybe a few days ago, or even maybe as early as last night. I'm not quite sure.
No, nobody in last night. I was working last night. Sorry about that. If you want, you can put a flyer up or something against the back wall. That's kind of calmed down since the morning, but we still got a lot of images up there. People looking for folks.
Thank you. And just gonna go like look at the wall and see if like maybe there's a, I don't know, anything that comes to mind while everyone else is doing their thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's mostly a lot of like obviously been here for a couple years. The majority of them, a little bit yellowed with age, kind of crinkling at the edges. Most of it wasn't good paper to begin with, so it's a lot of like missing, looking for so and so. It seems to be a fine mix between probably mourners who were hoping somehow family members ended up in this area, and like the occasional, was hired with so and so to go into the jungle, adventuring crew type stuff. Both tend to have a pretty high missing rate when they do the. But yeah, that's what that board consists of.
All right.
What does anybody else want to do?
this is not necessarily one of Mercy's strong points. So I think she's just like
Mercy! Just
awkwardly.
throw yourself across the counter and start strangling. Yeah.
Like full
I
Rorschach, just
mean,
immediately like let's beat the shit out of him until he makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking Batman interrogating Joker, but
Yeah, either way, yeah. Sorry, ignore DM advice.
I am
What were you
not stuck
saying?
in here with you. You are stuck in here with me.
The door's open. It's right there. Yeah. But yeah, what would you actually like to do?
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joan.
yeah, just she's kind of probably. Actually, she's staying fairly close to Purser. Partly born because of the kind of like residual protectiveness of I just brought you back from the dead and had to talk to a very spooky lady about it. So I want to make sure that you're actually okay. And also, just in previous encounters, she's mostly gone off of Purser's prompts and lead. So she's kind of just sticking close to him and
Making sure
taking
no
his
final
lead.
destination shit happens. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I
and
would
also just
imagine.
like
I would imagine seeing the Grim Reaper also leave someone kind of shell shocked. Like that's gotta take
little
a
bit.
toll.
He's a little pushy. Yeah.
I mean, you've sent a lot of people her way, so you'd think she'd be more
I have
appreciative.
sent a lot of people her way.
You owe me. I would have got them anyways. Shut up. Like that's kind of her attitude about all this. Is it's a matter of
Yep.
convenience, not winning. As far as she's concerned, she wins everything by default.
Yeah, but a simple investment could turn great profits. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're hanging back, I think Leo kind of seeing that we gotta be a bit more diplomatic, even if that's not really his job. I'll step forward to the like human employee guy, and I'll introduce myself and say good day. I am unlike some of your customers, not a local, and I was wondering if you could help me get the lay of the land. I'm supposed to meet with a Warforged fellow for business, but I think I got turned around in the city, and I may have been swindled earlier.
That's a problem with looks you up and down. Say on and there, right? That's a problem with a
Indeed.
lot of folks fresh off the boat. What can I do for you?
Um, I'm looking for a fellow who goes by the name of Metrol. If you could direct him to me, I have some goods of his that I would like to get to him as soon as possible.
Give me a give me a deception check on that one.
Yeah, I'm not. So Leo is not a subtle man, so I'm going like very direct.
Yeah. No,
This,
but this is technically a lie, so that's why I was like,
yeah. No,
Wait,
it's.
wait, wait.
I'm not
Before you roll
arguing with you.
anything,
I'm explaining why he's being so like obvious about like. Oh yeah, just ask for him by name.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to be honest.
All right, you said
would that
deception.
count?
Deception. Oh, go ahead.
That wouldn't count. Oh, damn it! That's not an ability. Is it an ability check?
It's a skill check.
It's a skill check.
Damn it!
Yeah, this is.
I was going to give you a guidance, but
23.
whoa!
Look at that! Look at that!
Not even proficient in that one.
Yeah, he frowns slightly. Says, all right, listen. He kind of like looks around and leans down a little bit so that you're like not speaking. Gestures for you to lean in a little bit and says quietly, "I'm just trying to run a business here. I don't want the Warforged to come in here, be worried that I'm going to be talking about them and whatever they might buy. But the fellow you're looking for does come in here sometimes. Came in about 2 weeks ago wanting a new set of armor. I thought it was a bit odd given his current armor was fine, Said he wanted something with a full helm, cover the face. Not that common for Warforged, but yeah, he was paying top dollar. Left not long after. I set him up. He did want to buy waterproofing services on the new stuff before he left, along with a lot of oils to keep live wood from starting to rot after soaking. So I'd bet he was either headed out into the jungle or sewers. Probably sewers. Forge Light's pretty popular for that stuff. A lot of sunken buildings. But I haven't seen him since.
Well, I am. Well, he would be speaking softly, of course. It's just hard to do his voice while
Yeah, no,
whispering.
you're good. You're good.
But he'll say, well, I am understanding of your plight, of course, sir. I don't wish to stir up any drama or hassle for you. It's just I am in business as well, and it'd be very unfortunate if I were unable to get him these products. And Leo is sort of trying to like deliberately play up the like culture shocked, like doesn't really understand the implications of what he's in, like sort of seem just like kind of in over his head, right? As
Yeah,
to like,
you're not sure how much he buys that, but he
uh-huh.
did like grasp that you want this guy, and he apparently was like, all right, he's willing to give up the info, but well, listen, if you're looking for that fella, be careful. That's all I'll say. Now, are you and your friends, who he gestures to the rest of the group besides Indigo, you gonna buy anything before you go?
And yeah, he'll
Do they have health potions here?
Sure, we'll say they do.
And this is mostly Warforged, like accessories, basically.
Yeah, the health potions they can work for just about everybody. They're just sort of in easier to use Warforged containers where it's like you basically hook it up and it just drains into your interior more. Like you need to basically snap the cap off to drink it like a normal potion, but yeah, it's a health potion.
they have like the stomach IV type thing where it just like shoots into the
Yeah,
insides.
except it's specifically for Warforged, so it just like drains into the
Yeah.
into your live wood sections a little bit better. Which makes it easier to apply for Warforged. Normally with Mercy, I feel like you just have to kind of half dump it on her.
Yeah.
Leo would purchase something out of respect for this guy being helpful, but unfortunately I cannot buy anything.
That's fair.
When do I get paid, bro? We've been doing several sessions. I need money.
When you finish a job.
Jotaro kind of sees that, like, we want to scratch this guy's back. Jotaro is going to look for a +1 shield.
Okay. That's definitely price affordable.
Do they have any final messengers?
What are those again?
The like bird message things that are Warforged components. You can record a message in them and send it, or record a message that'll go when the Warforged dies.
Yeah, they would. They would definitely have that. If that's a Warforged component, then they got it. Let's see on the magic item cost. There we go. What is the rarity of those? Do you know?
That is a good question. I'm pulling it up now.
Okay, thank you. As far as a +1 shield, that's uncommon, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's say it's about 400 for a +1 shield.
Okay. Well, and how much was a potion of healing again?
Standard potion of healing. So he has pretty decent prices. It's just a flat 25 gold. It's not a markup.
Okay. Jotaro will then hand over 450 gold for 2 potions of healing, and standard quality, as well as the +1 shield.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that definitely works. Let's see if that.
And they are uncommon, Sam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's very affordable. Yeah, I would say for something like that, I don't know, like 325 is what he would charge for that particular component. I assume it's attunement required, or
It does not require attunement.
oh, okay, yeah, still 325 if you want to
That's-
purchase one.
I will. Sounds like something that'll be handy for Mercy to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much does a greater potion of healing cost?
We'll say 110.
Okay, 110. All right. I already took off the money for 2 potions of healing, but I'll also add in a greater potion of healing.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he's the guy's pretty happy about, like, you guys are making a bunch of purchases. That's worth it. Like, always worth being a little forthcoming for the obviously confused foreigner, or someone who's obviously confused and looking for trouble. And did anybody else have any Warforged related equipment?
Guess I should probably get a potion of healing too.
That is fair. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll grab one as well. We say 100.
One standard potion of healing is 25 gold.
Oh, I'll buy 4 of
And
those
it-
then.
All right. Yeah.
Y'all are loaded. What the fuck? Coming in late sucks.
Well, you just talk to the quartermaster and see if you can requisition some funds.
Purser is the quartermaster.
Quartermaster?
And I was gonna buy one more
I
thing.
stand by my statement.
And
Oh, sorry.
I'm
What
gonna.
were you saying?
I don't need really anything from the store. I don't use weapons, let alone be a mechanic
Oh.
man.
Hello, Yell.
Ahoy!
It's Yell.
I just got home.
Yay!
It's
Hi.
No problem. No problem. I understand fully.
It was at the senior
Everything
center.
okay?
Oh yeah, I was helping my grandma with her craft fair, and my phone is ancient, so until I
Mm.
plugged it in, I didn't realize what time it was, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
That's
that'll
all
do
right.
it.
Yeah, we're
Well,
just doing some shopping, so you haven't missed a whole lot.
Yeah, we
Excellent.
went into the Warforged shop place looking for one of the Fury's goons, and we got a tip that the guy was prepping for some sort of like expedition. And in exchange for the information, we've been buying some Warforged related goods and healing potions. So that's about all we've done so far.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I'm gonna get out of my human clothes and into something comfortable as my computer loads.
Yeah,
Fair.
feel free to chill out a second. No big
Goblin
deal.
mode is ideal.
Goblin mode is
Get your little blankie cocoon and vibe
fucking.
out.
I fucking love those blankie cocoons. And to any of you that do not already own one, you should.
I have house coats. That's primarily my main mode of dress in the winter.
It's cold up there.
It's colder than like Texas and California, and that's where I am a lot right now. So
It doesn't get cold.
you be quiet, sir. You're mean. But
I forgot
Yeah.
what cold felt like until a week ago. But anyway,
yeah,
anyway, I don't really need weapons, gear, anything like that. I'm a monk,
okay,
so
Yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to think. Is there
You
anything I
could
can
buy
get?
artificial arms if you wanted.
I was
It
gonna
wouldn't
say, is
be
there
an
anything I can get
improvement,
for? Is there anything I could buy for Mercy though?
I mean, a lot of different Warforged equipment. If you want it, the price goes by rarity. So
I need to look that up then. could-
Armblade weapons.
armblade weapons. There's literally rocket arms you can buy. There's all kinds. No, I mean, I think it's very
Where's
rare.
the
Yeah.
where's the statue? Where's this again?
Compendium items.
Assume it's in the drive.
Could be. That's. I mean, let me look here.
You also buy something for Indigo.
He needs
Are you
fewer.
an-
Yeah,
are you
that's
a
true.
Warforged?
He does look like a Warforged right now. Here we go.
Well,
I
here's the
do
thing.
know Warforged.
Yeah, I was gonna say he is a Warforged right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I know
Help
your
not.
best buddy
But
out.
I know it's not going to be useful to you. You're just going to
Installing
turn
it
back to
would
normal.
hurt. That's what we'll say. All right. So we have
Just chop off one of my arms real quick. It'll be fine.
No,
Yeah.
nobody said becoming Atom Smasher was going to be easy.
eh,
We become Atom Smasher not because it is easy, but
fun.
because he is hard.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's a quote. Yeah, I don't have a list off the top of my head, but there's a lot of fun shit. I don't know. I don't know how many attunement slots Mercy has available, but let's talk to her.
Is the I'm just trying to find. Is there? Where's the thing to look it up so I can actually see?
I guess one sec. Let me fucking look here.
I'm
I
looking
think
for the
I only
Google
have.
Drive.
See, Rising from the Last War is the like most obvious one. There's more stuff in other ones, but let me look here. Magic items.
I think that I only have my belt of fire giant strength is the only thing that I'm attuned to.
All right. So there's
And
arcane
you get what,
propulsion
2?
arm, which it requires you to either like have a prosthetic or be a warforged. There's arm blade, same thing. There is a there's docent. Those are not for sale here because those are interesting items. Let's see. There is a let's see. Where we go? No. No. Doesn't need. She doesn't really need ventilating lungs. Yeah, I don't see there are more of them, but I don't see anything that stands out at the moment. I can make a list later, but I don't really want to drag the game down too much
Yeah, it's
with
fine.
that stuff.
We'll
Also,
just
thank you,
say
Mercy.
we'll just say I bought something for Mercy that's nice and much suitor, and then we'll just put that on a magical tab until we find something.
Okay, and like how much you want uncommon, or because like it ranges
I'll
uncommon, his max is like would be around 500 gold. A rare, it could be between like 500 and 5,000. Like the rare, once you go up rarity, the price goes up pretty exponentially.
I was gonna be nice, but for a rare item, but I don't have
Could be
5K.
very, yeah, that could be a lot. Here we
Let's
go.
say uncommon.
Okay, okay. I will get you. Oh, here we go. Uncommon. There's. Oh, these are common ones. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I don't want to take too much
Yeah, no
time on
problem.
this. But yeah. Does anybody else have anything they want to do?
Nope, I made my purchase
Okay.
to give to Mercy.
This isn't related to shopping, but
Hmm?
did everyone like give me the stink eye or like take notice when we were like leaning down and whispering? Did that seem to like draw any eyes?
Give me a perception check. See if like you noticed anything in the background.
Okay. Do.
I think I found something for her.
Perception. 16.
It doesn't. You didn't notice anyone. Seemed like it was. It's not real full right now. It doesn't seem like anybody, was carefully watching shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Everbright Lantern is absolutely. That's common. That's not even going to cost you. That's
So
like
say, doesn't
50
Mercy
gold. That's 50
Mercy
gold
can't
right there.
Mercy doesn't have dark vision, right?
She does not. Everbright Lanterns are useful.
All right, how about an ever bright lantern?
Okay, yeah, 50 gold, and you
Oh,
guys
that's what they use.
now have a well-made Everbright Lantern. Found part of the foundation of modern living.
Yep,
But
and he gives it to Mercy.
okay, yeah, Mercy, you've got kick-ass lantern.
Cool.
And anything else anybody wants to do in here before you go somewhere and do something.
All right, let's see. Now I gotta look up
I'm
what an
just
Everbright
checking.
intern is.
I just DM'd you the stats.
Oh, okay, cool, thank you.
I forgot I never kept money on Pick. So I was just looking how much money she had, and I was like, she always just put it in the party loot, so she has no money.
To be fair, Purser has full access. Purser is like the party treasurer, so
Mhm.
like you could literally just be like, I want to buy this, and like he could just write out a check. Like it's, you guys have
Do they
access.
have like
Oh, thanks.
interesting little cogs and things? Is what she would be looking
Oh,
for
they
that are not
I would say
particularly
they do.
expensive, but
Yeah.
they're for her wrapping. She's like, this is cool. I'm gonna make one for Mercy, so she wants to get little cogs.
Oh my
I
god,
do
these people like.
appreciate.
Why is everybody giving Mercy stuff?
Well, it's Warforged components. There's really only one
Yeah,
person in the party
it's-
that can use them.
I mean, I know, but
And Pick wants to make one for Mercy because Mercy brought Purser back, and she's like very thankful. So she's like, I'm gonna make her a cute little wrap thing, but I want to make it themed for her.
I do appreciate that all of your characters like fundamentally reject the concept of money. That's very that's very endearing.
They're
I
just
mean,
like, I don't give a fuck.
Yokozo
Mercy
doesn't.
mostly.
He's just it's just taken a while to get there about the concept of
Mhm.
it. Like he's fully bought into the like, you know, Hurovar way is the way to go.
Oh
And
God, he loves capitalism. Oh
he
no.
doesn't understand it yet, but it's more like along the lines
He's got
of
the spirit.
yeah, it's
He's a
more
little
like along
confused, but he's got the spirit.
yeah, it's more along the lines of like Japan when it decided it was going to imitate the Western powers instead of like China, which could lead to some fun places for the lizard folk. But
That's
yeah,
that's our great grandchildren's problem.
it really is.
Yeah, the lizard folk Shognut.
Listen, he's doing his best. But yeah, in that case, I will say like little cogs or just sufficiently cool metal bits that are typically used for decoration or just as filler to make various parts work better for Warforged. It's like oh, 4 copper. You're good. It's not pricey.
She would go up to the shopkeep, flutter up and put the things down, ask how much, and then look at Purser and then make large eyes.
I'll like
Can
look
we
at
get
Pick for a long moment and like the flames burning in my irises. And yeah. How much is it? And I'll like pull out my
It's
purse
4
and start.
copper. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Pick
yeah.
is like, can we please?
I'll
Please
hand that
get?
over.
Thank you. She's very excited and gathers it into all her little pockets.
Oh, you're too cute. You're.
Yes.
Oh,
Pick reminds me of like what was it? I think it was like Get Fuzzy or something where there's like the dog who can talk is like, you know, it's awesome if you just give people these pieces of plastic, they give you sausages and shit. And he's like holding up credit cards that he was just handing out at the city. Yeah.
Be able to like hand over a silver and get some change back and
Yeah.
watch Pick shove the stuff in her pockets.
Pick watches the exchange a little bit, like kind of noting out how much money was exchanged here, and she's just kind of I'm sure she's learned a little bit, Mishann, more of it, but she tends to do what she did before where she had like the big link of silver and she's like, is this enough?
Yeah, that was like you're literally heavier than she was in silver. Yeah.
Thank you, Purser. These are very good. She pats her pockets.
And Purser just nods.
She looks at the person who sold them. They are very good, thank you.
All right then. It's just
She'll hop down off the counter.
yeah. And yeah, with that, it seems like this guy thinks that Metrol, about 2 weeks ago, was in here buying something that would cover his face, full helm, along with a full set of plate, which is why he didn't ask a lot of questions. And the Warforged bought a lot of oils to help preserve livewood and other parts of a Warforged that's submerged a lot, so or at least in like super damp conditions. So either was going out into the rainforest or going into the sewers. Those were his guesses.
That does not narrow it down enough.
It's technically narrowed it down, which is the best kind of narrowing it down.
But he was in here 2 weeks ago, so that
Yeah.
was something.
We need specificity. So how do we lock in on this? Well, it sounded like the guy's guess was that he was out looking for loot, basically, because he's like, oh, no, most people can't retrieve stuff from the bottom of the ocean, type thing.
Well, yeah, his guess was sewers because there's a lot of sunken buildings in this particular part of the city. So it's
we were just there, so we missed
you were
him. I
in the
guess.
sewers in the harbor district. To be fair, it's a big city with literally more of it underground than above ground. This is
That's kind of city.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a nightmare once you're in the sewers. To be honest, it's
Oh, we
really hard
know.
to find anything.
You don't say.
You guys didn't actually get that deep. You didn't go
Yeah.
down that far.
Yeah, that's the scary thing.
We didn't fight the giant like tentacle monsters this time.
Oh, there's worse shit down there. But yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, the first thing is we're gonna reconvene somewhere out of sight, I think. So leave the premises and then maybe scatter for a couple minutes and rendezvous somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, it's a district where as long as you guys look sufficiently either busy or otherwise military, this is the part of the neighborhood where they're very proud of yeah, we're always working. It's the honest work ethic type. But at the same time, so most of you look at least somewhat trained, so it's.
I mean, if nothing else, we are geared to the teeth. So
yeah, that'll buy you a lot of leeway. Nobody's gonna ask what the hell you're doing. You don't look like scummy random criminals or something. For once,
No.
this is probably one of the few districts where that would be a bad look.
We're well curated criminals.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys make a big show of giving Mercy the stuff, or how's that being handled?
Yeah, Purser just nonchalantly tosses it at her. And it's like a little homunculus bird thing.
Wind up bird, yeah.
Pix is going
Mercy
to take some time
catches
to
it
craft.
Mercy catches it and looks down at it and kind of cocks her head and goes, "Friend Purser, what is this for?"
You were trained. You should know what this is. It's a messenger bird. It's tuned for Warforged, so record a message, record information or images, tell it where to go if you die.
Oh, this was reserved for officer use during the war. I never handled one.
And scouts, I suppose. But you can send it manually as well. It's an excellent alternative to short-range communication.
I very much appreciate it, friend Purser.
Of course.
I feel like it's like a little clockwork type bird. It isn't all gears and stuff, but it does have a wind up effect that as you wind it, there's a little bit of glow from inside and then it activates.
And so Mercy would just happily figure out a slot in her body that she can incorporate it in.
You could I don't know, screw it into your shoulder or something.
modular frame.
Yeah,
traditionally they're implanted in the middle of the chest.
Oh, okay. There you go. You don't have a Dulcent in there, so yeah, plenty of room.
That must be the weirdest fucking sensation. I'm imagining the Parasite anime, where it's this weird organism that just attaches itself to you.
It is a little bit like that from what I've seen of Parasite. Warforged are disturbingly dynamic considering what they're made of. They will actively morph and change to suit their needs. It's magic.
Yeah, that's
They're malleable metal.
Yeah, well, and it helps that not a ton of them is metal, so.
I mean, it basically sounds like they're hunters from Halo, except wood instead of worms.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ew.
But for record, do you remember Flappy from the other game, Joan?
Oh yeah, I remember Flappy.
That's a Dulcet. Dulcets come with a little bit of personality. Sometimes it's friendly, sometimes not.
Like little AI assistants.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate them. I want them all to die.
Unhinged Alexa.
Flappy was fun. But I'm sorry, I cut you off. Ken, what were you
I'm
saying?
not saying we're not. I'm not saying we're not fun, Hans. But fun or not, we're still the baddies.
What were you saying, Sauce?
I just said unhinged Alexa. That's all.
Oh yeah. Flappy was based off HK-47. If anybody's played the Knights of the Old Republic games.
Nice.
But yeah, you guys have your clue. Either go into the jungles or go into the sewers. You could, I don't know, look for clues. If anybody I'm open to any big ideas. We could also just have this be a group skill check, and see if we can reduce it down that way. However you guys want to approach it.
Yeah, I think we need to find any other clue to narrow it down a bit further.
Yeah.
Because the jungle of Zendrick or the Stormreach sewers, it's just too wide an area.
I'd die in the
haystack
jungles.
would be.
At least you'll see the sunlight.
Will you?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Let the trees not block it out.
More so. But yeah.
I'm gonna wait a little bit of time for. It sounds like the group's getting ready to leave the shop. As they leave, I'm gonna go up to the counter and just the same thing with the shopkeeper, but I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Looking for a friend. Have you seen her?
Like at the same image as previously.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a little less polite about it this time. He's definitely gonna assume that you're like.
Well, no, he asked
damaged.
like a Warforged customer before.
Yeah. The Warforged in the back. That's who I was. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah. So the first time I was asking about. I was asking somebody in the back, like while they were trying to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I thought you were asking the same guy twice. I was like, yeah, he's gonna assume you had like a head injury. Yeah, you're gonna get roughly the same answer. Where if it's a shopkeeper, he'll be, I don't know, a little more polite about it. But it's primarily, I don't know who that is, but sure, just you could, if you could check the missing persons thing, that type of thing is going to be the general advice. And yeah, that's going to be the general vibe from them regarding Eston.
I'm gonna rejoin the group and just trying to break up my I don't know, like line of sight just a little bit for a moment and change back into my normal form and tell the group, by the way, just wanted to let you know that you guys have all been invited to the House of Shadows.
What?
She just
Tilts
looks
back.
at you.
That's quite an introduction.
That sounds very spooky. She leans in with conspiratorial, like.
Like touching your fingertips together.
Yep, like all four little
What?
hands touching.
I have not heard of this institution of Kuravar.
What have
it's a
you
pl-
done, Indigo?
It's a place that you should never go to.
I mean, it's just a really nice club or / brothel.
It's yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. Probably, it's a House Thorani enclave, more or less, but good drinks, nice atmosphere. Think about it like a nice jazz club, but also where if you're trying to get someone murdered, you might go to hire someone to do that too.
I do have a question. How public is it that this is House Fire's hangout?
It's not.
House
So-
whatever.
Ask Thorani. So it's one of those it's known that this is a house thing. They normally keep it pretty down low that like they do exterminator work, we'll say.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say like
But
he
it's
just
clearly it's like this place is clearly a mafia hangout.
Think more along the lines of like a very high end bordello or burlesque club. Like that's
Yeah, remember that from the outside perspective, the House Thorani and Fjarlin are just entertainers.
that's what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Is like
okay.
like
he
world
said that
class
this is
entertainers.
a
Yeah.
he said this is an
Okay.
official Thorani like enclave, and then said, "Oh, if you need someone killed, you go here." And like he let us in on the big thing, right?
Well,
he told
that
us
could
that they're
also
assassins.
be like in addition. That could easily be, hey, it's a House Thorani thing. Also, there's a criminal element that like handles you could hire hitmen here too. Like it's basically
Like
saying
a
like there's a really nice club, but you could if you go here, you could also hire somebody to
like a
handle
really
things.
old school like Italian restaurant that like mobsters happen to eat at a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
would
Okay.
be
I was
the
about to say like
the
That's
easy
a
interpretation.
mafia hangout.
the probable thing conclusion people are going to come to is that like the mafia likes to hang out at like Frank Sinatra shows, not that Frank Sinatra runs an Assassin's Guild.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Because that makes a lot more sense than Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley are secretly part of a private CIA. Like,
Yeah.
which one sounds more believable type thing?
Maybe that's that influential people attract all kinds of interesting folks.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's
I,
very exclusive. Like that's
Yeah.
something commonly known across Corvair. Like Thorani and Fjarlin, like specially exclusive places. It's expensive as hell, and it's world class entertainment.
Good thing I
all
got
kinds.
1,000 gold.
but I say to them, it's kind of an exclusive list, so consider it a privilege.
Is it just for this enclave, or is it or is it like to any of them if you find them?
Well, I guess it's open invite if you actually know where they are, but this is the only one I can tell you about.
Leo will kind of like dart his eyes back and forth in kind of confusion for a second because you can see like the cogs turning in his head as he just like piece context clues together. And he'll say, then you are a house member, if I'm to understand correctly. Do they know about your other line of work?
What line of work?
Gonna kind of like give that like look of like like bumping the shoulder, like lifting hands, and like you know.
I'm a musician. Haven't you noticed?
You
Right.
make music?
I do.
I want to
Friend
see.
Indigo.
Yes. To both.
Okay.
I have a show coming up.
I am confused, friend Indigo. I have seen you try to hunt people far more than I've seen you play any instrument or sing any songs.
How loud
She
do you
crosses
say
all her
that?
arms. Well, maybe you did not ask him.
While we're
I fucking
walking,
love Pig
I'm
so
going
much.
to pull out like my saxophone and kind of put it together as we're walking, and I start doing a song. Well, I started off with like a small sonnet about a shifter named Canyon from Sharn, uh, and this guy's experience coming from the wilds of the west into the big city, and like a juxtaposition of like concrete jungles and magic versus like druidic sort of thing kind of going on. And then I play like this really beautiful phrase and kind of like back and forth like that. It's like spoken word mixed with very beautiful sort of virtuistic saxophone playing. Let me see how good I do.
I'm assuming that Pick has never seen a saxophone because that's a pretty wild instrument.
That would be way like this is a super exotic thing for Pick. Yeah, this is
Okay.
I mean, like brass shit would be hard to make where she's from, right?
we've
Like,
heard of it because the Sulatar are fond of it, but they're fond of using like deliberately oversized instruments that you need magic to work because the whole like we're inheritors of giant culture shit. But like not they didn't have any giant size saxes.
The first one, I don't know why it didn't go, but it was supposed to be a 26. Don't know why it didn't.
Ooh.
But
She's gonna sit on
that-
Purser's head and just watch enraptured.
You're so cute.
Yeah,
I love Pick so much.
the
it's one of
West
those
would
things that
be. This is
regardless
a
of a
quick like
skill,
aside.
it's like regardless of a skill, the fact that like the first time that he has Josizo has seen him play or sing anything is immediately after like he basically said, "I've never seen you do that," is probably just like reinforcing Josizo's suspicions.
That is also like objectively not the case. He like went. Oh wait, no, you weren't here. Never mind. Yeah, this is the first time because I was gonna
It
say
was
he
for
played when
almost
he
everybody
killed the
else.
lady, but you weren't present at the time.
He
Joseph
met
was
you
on
trying
guard.
to wipe out a thing of were rat's nest, and one of his first things after back is like, "I'm gonna track them down and murder them."
Yeah.
Using my
No,
skills.
hey, to be fair, he was going to track them down so that we can murder them, comrade.
Yeah. But anyways, what were you saying, Metro?
The song is about a shifter from the west going to Sharn.
Yeah.
What is
from
the far west of Corvair? Cubera?
Sarlona.
It's
Okay.
where are the druids
Well,
from? I
like-
don't have my map in front of me of Corvair.
I meant
but
like the west of Corvair.
Oh, on the continent?
Yeah, with
Probably
Cubera.
Eldine reaches would be my assumption.
Yeah, that's where it's the
Eldine
Eldine
or
Reach.
the Demon Wastes.
Oh,
No, not the
okay.
Demon.
I had west as the other end. My bad.
Yeah, you'd be
Least.
from Eldine, from a druidic colony or something like that. But yeah.
Cool.
And after like playing a little bit of that song, I'll say, I wrote one for you too, Purser.
Purser says nothing.
Pick stands up on his shoulders and holds on to his head with her lower set of hands and claps her upper set of hands.
Oh, I'm not.
And then
gonna
looks
play
down
it
at
now.
him. You should be excited. It is a song about you.
Yes.
That is not quite the
No.
context of which songs that he writes, friend. Pick.
Oh.
She's right.
This must be new
Notably
for
as
you
well, Purser doesn't really react to Pick like
No.
monkey barring around on his
Yeah.
body.
Ratatouille. Yeah, Ratatouille.
He just keeps
style.
talking normally.
This
Go
is
that
standard
way,
for him at
pulls
this
hair
point.
in that direction.
then.
Hey, Purser,
I'll,
can I ask you a question?
I suppose. Go ahead.
What was it like?
You'll have to be more specific.
Dying.
It was a rapturous experience.
Plus 100 affection points for Indigo, I feel like. But
It's difficult to explain. The thoughts don't fit in my head anymore.
Well, if you have any revelations, I'd love to hear about it sometime.
Yes.
This is a very uncomfortable topic of conversation. Friend Indigo, you said that they had music.
Of course, the best.
That is the only thing that they are offering that I think that I would actually enjoy.
You never know until you go.
I do not have the organic components requisite for other things.
Well, there's all sorts of sensory experiences. We're not completely oblivious to that. Some of our patrons that make our way there may not have the same organs as everyone else.
You
So
should
there's
take
still-
him up on this offer, Mercy. A Thorani-run establishment is going to have hedonistic delights beyond compare.
They have people that are very good at killing people, yes?
Mm.
They have people that are
I
good at
feel
killing wizards.
very quick touch of conversation.
I suppose we could find anyone there.
I would like to speak to someone who is very good at killing wizards.
I, for one, think it's a good opportunity once the work for the day is done for us to find a way to unwind and relax. Morale is very important, and this sounds like a good way to get our minds off of work for a little while. The duty is never over, but sometimes rest is necessary as well.
Your
Yeah.
performance, Indigo, has a few people stopped. A couple soldiers stopped and flipped you a couple coins in appreciation, and
Yeah,
went
we're
on
wandering down
ahead.
the street jamming to Careless Whisper. Like it's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
Basically.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and it was a pretty solid performance. Like I said, it got a few looks. This is an odd district for it, but it's not like you're not playing tribal drums or like drunkenly screaming or anything. So it's nobody's too upset about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you get a couple coins flipped your way. We'll say like three silver at the end of the day.
3
Where-
silver is
At
good
the end of the
because
walk.
I
Yeah,
need money for things.
that's true. That's true.
same.
Where exactly is this club?
It is. I will give him like a turn by turn idea of how to get there, but it's in the Silverwall district, Locksmith Square.
Yeah.
That's too cute. Like, ah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was in response to the Silverwall
No.
district. I was caught off guard.
No,
Okay.
it was to memes.
Okay, I got you. That is
Oh, that's how
that is
tiny
well
Pick is. Pick
that
is
is very
small.
well done.
Yeah, who did that?
A friend of mine needed help with a bill, and she was like, "Do you want any commission?" And I had told her stories about this game, and she was like, and I was like, "No, I don't. I was just helping to help." And she's like, "What about this?" I was like, "You do whatever you want." And she sent me that.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
I have a quick out of character thought.
Mhm.
Leia would not know this, so he couldn't pitch this in character. But just I wanted to bring it up to the group. So Indigo's like aunt lady was like, "Don't do any fuck shit without talking to the contact," because I spent a bunch of time facilitating a good relationship between the house and that specific storm lord or whatever. That means that like Indigo is kind of an in with one of them because he can say, "Hey, House Thrani would like to help deal with this fuck shit. Can you give us any info you have on the Fury stuff?" And then the house will help take care of it and find them for you. Like that might be a way to actually make them work with us if he goes and pitches that.
Yeah, that's
gonna
definitely an
say,
opening.
Out of
We don't know
character.
about that. He hasn't told us about that yet. But
Yeah.
like that's an
But he
option.
knows. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
you. I get you.
I'm just saying it's a good idea, but man, they're gonna want a big favor afterwards.
Could be.
Well,
I'll-
the favor is they give us the info and then we take care of the Fury for them. Like
Could
that's
be.
the
Yeah, could be.
back in character, I'll also say, with reference to that, it'd be a good idea if you guys actually went. Maybe I could introduce you to some people. I know you guys seem to have a few problems, and they're interested in meeting you. Maybe might be mutually beneficial.
I think we should go. We've certainly been lacking in quality libations since we left Mishann, and even before, if I'm honest.
Okay. All right. So, out of Forge Light and towards Locksmith Square, then is what I'm hearing. Or
That
Well-
being said, I have an errand to attend to. I'll meet you all there.
Okay.
I also have
Do you
something to
need
take
any
care of.
Is he
assistance?
going with himself or is he bringing his like apprentice lady?
Who?
Well, she's back on the
she's
ship,
welcome
isn't
to
she?
go to the club if she wants, I guess.
He did not get an invite. They would be a very
Well,
polite but firm get out.
So it's
No,
to the MKA then.
Yeah.
I'm asking if like Leo basically doesn't want Purser to go anywhere by himself right now. Like he is.
Yeah. That's fair.
Wise Purser, I do not understand the point of such an exclusive establishment. Usually, why would musicians not want big crowds?
It's you recall the way that your what was the guy's name? The lizard chief, general warlord guy.
Warlord, yeah, you could just say warlord.
Yeah, the warlord ruling over the people in your homeland. How he had his exclusive palace floating above the city, where people gathered to tell stories. It is something like that, but with more of a capitalistic bent that you've been learning. You'll see. It will be quite an experience.
It's called supply and demand.
Leo, overhearing that conversation, hears that description, and he looks kind of offended for a second, and he goes, "Is that who you're always comparing Her Majesty to?"
Yes, it is a
No.
it is a figure that puts themselves above the else as an object of envy and almost worship. But I find them quite similar.
No. Not at all. We are a nation that prioritizes giving resources and prosperity to all who partake in our land.
Yes, but your queen, all power rests with her. It does not sound like there's much institutions to organize and facilitate.
Well, she is our leader, of course, and I, on a personal level, admire her above all else, but she is not an authoritarian dictator. She's certainly not some brutalist flavor of any kind.
I wouldn't call that warlord brutalist. It was more neoclassical chic, I think.
Leo is
Mercer,
not
I
an
would like to
academic. I'm
accompany
trying to
you.
gauge how
Those
much
are
his
core of
education
our
would.
words I am unfamiliar with.
Pick watches them argue and then moves from Purser's head, looks at Leo because he has the most glowing face, and goes over and gently lands on his shoulder and waves
He
at
also
Purser.
dreams, which is a not
Very
insignificant
fun.
point.
Yep.
Yeah, it might be
He's the next
easiest
one with
to.
the fun head bits.
It might be
about
fun
all
just to
this-
sit on Leo, because then if you're like looking out from him, you don't. It's like being in the what is it called? Like the lighthouse. You don't. It doesn't blare in your eyes if you're in it. You know. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. It helps a little bit with the ambient noise of the city.
but he just like kind of rubs his face in frustration as she crawls on, because he's just trying to figure out how to get through to Jotazo that he is not. He does not work for like an authoritarian that puts herself above her people, and he can't figure out how to explain it to someone who doesn't like understand.
No, this is the land of the free. You don't understand. No.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, he's not even accusing her of that, just that, like, she's pretty much trying to be an absolute monarch, which he absolutely is. He doesn't care, enlightened or otherwise. He's just very much like, institutions are the future, friend.
Yeah. Okay.
And Purser, I wish to accompany you on your task.
If you wish, but I'm not sure how long it will take.
Yeah,
Time is of no consequence to me. I am going to accompany you on your task, friend Purser.
She goes, "Oh, people are allowed to go? I was just going to stalk you after you left."
Of course.
wise Purser, I don't feel like I would get much out of this until you are on the premises. I will follow you.
So
I just
you're
want you to be
welcome to
safe.
sit in the raiding room while I go to the bank, yes.
Ooh,
And you
thanks.
can watch me
Thanks.
fill out
See,
paperwork.
that is great institution friendly.
We have
Yeah.
banks.
Yeah, that's fair.
This recording is going to be fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a good story, Chiotozo, I guess I could tell you about the Great Siren Bank. Sam, was there a Great Siren Bank?
No. There's House Kundarak. Like there's the.
Here's the thing. There's no way for Jotaso to verify that. You can just brag.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I know
I'll tell the
Metrol at
story.
the very least had a very major branch of the Kandaric Bank.
I mean, yes, but that's like saying, oh, we have a bank. What is it? Bank of America. It's like, well, yes, of course you
Well,
do.
there was also like the Galifaran Treasury and like bank. Like there's a lot going on in Metrol.
I mean,
Okay.
most of it's impressive to Jota, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's not a high bar.
I wish I
well-
could take him to Metrol to see the
I like this
Vermishards.
interest, this compound interest thing I hear about.
While they're all getting excited about that, Leo will kind of step over to Indigo and he'll say, "Well, I would like to head out ahead of them if you don't mind."
I want to go to the brothel, not the bank.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Shocker.
go. Yeah, you can go to the bank. I guess I'll go to the entertainment club.
Actually,
Oh, I forgot going to the bank. Then yeah.
no. I just was
If you keep them
Balthazar.
safe, Mercy, I will go seek the killers that I'm looking for.
Yeah, now that they all know I'm going someplace really boring.
Leo never
I
cared
would lie
about
to Pick
following
and she
you.
would
He
believe
just
him.
I'm
he
just
wanted
saying.
someone to follow you. If someone's going, then he doesn't have to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's fair. Balthazar, you find yourself like you could easily just kind of drift off and not pay attention, and you're moving at a good clip even for a monk. Like your legs are following Indigo very smoothly. I will say that much as you head to the shadows.
On
Okay.
the way there, if we're heading out and splitting the party and the scene is concluded, Leo would have some he would want to kind of chit chat with. Oh, by the way, does Pick stay on my shoulders if she's staying with
Yeah.
that group? Okay.
Yeah. If
Um,
Purser's got somebody to go with him, she's like, he is safe.
Yeah. On the way there, I would like to ask Baltazar, and I'll say, my friend,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something about the battle underground. The traumatic events distracted me for a bit, but midway through, you suddenly appeared in front of me and began blasting people with rays of lightning, and I wasn't aware that you were of the arcane arts.
I'm not.
You seemed to change in disposition as well. I just wanted to ask if you were all right.
Let's just say I have I'd say a partner and maybe a friend who's let's just say me and him borrow mine sometimes, and I don't know, it's the closest to death I've been in a very long time. So maybe out of sheer desperation, I let him take over for a bit.
Sounds like you got one.
I see. And this companion of yours, they are benevolent to you?
I'm just waiting for fucking tons of fun to respond to that.
He's paying some attention, but he's mostly just really excited. Like he's you can definitely feel him like when we get there, I feel like this is an ideal time. I have much more experience in these kinds of things. I feel like it would be ideal for us to swap out when we arrive.
He gets out and
but-
immediately puts a hit on Purser.
I mean, he's going to be doing other things for a while, but yeah, when he's done with that, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So as subtly as I can, as we're walking and we're talking about this, Leo is just gonna try to subtly pop a what is it called? The paladin thing.
Detect
Sense.
evil and good.
Divine
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna try and see if he's fiendish now.
He's not
So-
fiendish. He doesn't.
The problem
register.
is it's a ring of proof against detection and location.
That too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, or a ring of mind shielding. It is.
Yeah.
So
the
it
dude,
stops
it was just a dude. I don't think it would work anyway. But
Yeah.
it's Leo is interpreting this as some warlock shit, and he's like, "Oh, you have a pact of some kind with something."
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's
he's
fair.
a little worried, so he's trying to see. But if it comes back totally clean, and it's dude, there's just a human in front of you, it's fine.
Yeah.
Then he'll chill out for a bit.
Yeah. I would say you're getting human with like it's like the equivalent of like I don't know, an EKG scanner that's like, well, this area is a little fuzzy, but overall, yeah, human. Like this is definitely human. We're getting odd kind of like double line readings, but by and large, yeah.
Okay, so it's clearly anomalous, but not in like a immediately
Malevolent
concerning way.
well, not in a fiendish fashion, we'll say.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
just
take
say.
it. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fiendish or aberrant or anything like that. It doesn't come across that way.
Oh, also, I should mention for Yell that on the way, I'm kind of like slowly galloping on like a big white horse, so you get a higher view.
Oh my gosh. It could
Yeah,
be quite excited.
like,
She
he has,
seems
like,
to enjoy being elevated, like without having to do the work for it. She's just like,
yeah.
this is delightful. And the city's massive, and so she's quiet because when she's not perfectly engaged in conversation, you can see that she's just like staring at random people, like pretty openly, like there's no shame.
It is jarring. Like you've been in cities before, Pick. Like you've been to the the northern elf cities. And they have different groups, but this is like there's most of what you run into dreams here. Like it's wild. You see, just as you guys head through the city, you see a lot of like one group you go by is a bunch of like they're about your size. They're like scaly. They're like lizard folk, but they're tiny, and they have like curled up tails and big goggly eyes. You even go by one. It takes you a minute to remember hearing about these, but it's another cousin of yours. They're kind of known as lunatics, but looks like an oversized beetle. They're like real violent, obnoxious. Like you've heard stories about them. Nobody deals with them if they have to. Like if your spindly cousins who like the grasslands are tryhards, these are like the downs a 6-pack and gets in a fight at the family reunion guy. Like this is
Oh, gross.
yeah.
I'm sure she fully embraces these stereotypes of those
I
of her
mean,
own
yeah,
people.
you've never
She's
met them,
open-minded to others, but she's like, I've heard about those.
Yeah, exactly. In a way that in a judgmental way, one can only be with one's own family. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
she's Uncle Ruckusing pretty hard right now.
I feel more along the lines
I
of
don't
like
think that
That's a bit
far.
extreme.
yeah, I feel like this is more along the lines. This is more along the
Uncle
lines of like
Crazy.
you hear like a branch of the family. Oh, those are the Calhouns. Calhouns are a bunch of pig thieves. You guys steal pigs too, but we do it better. Like that kind of shit.
They suck at stealing pigs over there.
Yeah, that type of thing. But either way, yeah, it is. I mean, and realistically, all of you, it is an exotic crowd to walk through. Indigo's probably the only one accustomed to this because you've been here for a while. But Stormreach is a wild city. It doesn't have the size of Sharn, so it's a little bit of a letdown there. But it manages to feel busy, largely because like at least a fourth of each street is filled with like half giants or occasionally just a full-blooded giant working in the city. So you do run into them. But yeah. So it sounds like the party is splitting. We will have Balthazar. Jojozo is going to the bank, of course. I assume Morgana. I mean, if you want her to appear, you can contact a purser, but it's up to you. Otherwise, I'll keep her on the boat.
Yeah, she's
How
fine
was
to
she?
hang out.
How was she reacting when he came back?
She was grateful, but she did a lot of pokes and prods too to make sure like you guys hadn't fucked it up and brought back an abomination or something. But she seemed satisfied with it.
Hey, you evil? You're not evil, are you? Hey.
Yeah, I'll be discussing like the specifics of my experience with her in detail later.
Yeah, and like she, hearing what you say verifies all of her dogmatic nonsense. So like she
Exactly.
100% loves it. Let's see here. So we've got. Yeah, I think that's about everybody. Bemmy. Well, that's who we're missing. I was like, who are we missing? Right, Bemmy. But yeah.
I've never even met him. Like, he's. I don't know why you're checking for that.
It's a habit. Having pickback throws me a little. All right, so we've got the bank group, which is Mercy, Jotazo, and Purser, and we've got the Shadows group, which is Pick, Balthazar, Indigo, and Leo. Am I correct in that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool.
Before we do those respective scenes, does this seem like a good time for a break? Because
Yeah,
we're
we'll
at a
do a
scene
10-minute
transition.
bathroom break. We're about
Cool.
close there. Sounds good.
All right, sounds good.
See you guys in.
Yes.
15.
The bank job.
When an adventuring party is completely out of funds.
Welcome back.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. We missed you.
Thank you. I missed you too.
How's your laptop working?
It works fine. It's functional. So my roommate is like an introvert, so I'll sometimes go kind of days without really talking to him, and I haven't gotten the Wi-Fi password to do much with it. But
Okay.
all of the like tests and functionality seem perfectly intact. The charger works like it is doing the thing. I just don't actually have internet for it yet. which
Okay.
I need to do still. I just haven't seen him.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Boy. You have the Wi-Fi password on like your phone or something, or?
Well, no, he punched it in for this laptop, which is like ancient and barely functions. So she sent me an old one she didn't want, and that one
So just
is
by
in like better.
circumstance, you never actually learned what the password is.
Yeah. He does.
Okay.
He was not willing to like give it to me. He wanted to punch it in himself.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering if it's possible to get it from the laptop you're on. That's what I was thinking.
I'll try to remember to ask him about it the next time I see him, whenever that is, when he leaves his little goon cave.
Take offense at that as someone who like hides in his enclave for like easily several days on end.
Why, you love
Okay.
goons? That's like your favorite word.
I mean, it's more a matter of time has lapped me in this. Time has eclipsed me in meetings. All right. No, I don't want to do that.
Is Indigo back?
Not yet.
Souse?
House.
Souse.
I saw it pop up a little bit.
Have I ever told you how much your profile pic bothers me? Like, it is. Like, having Hank Hill's face transposed onto his son's body is so jarring and painful.
I
don't even know
think
if-
it'd be as much of a problem if it didn't also have Bobby's hair.
Yeah, if it was just Hank Hill's head, then I'd be like, oh, that's fine. The fact that it is blended over the full like head and it's just his face is what really like makes that uncomfortable. I don't even know if you can hear me right now, but I've had this has been on my chest like even before I met you. And when I would just see you in the server passively, I'd be like, that's fucking cursed. I don't love that. And then it's made worse because you have like a smooth voice as well. So it's like so. It's like such a stark contrast of like, oh yeah, here's the most cursed like look ever. And then, by the way, I sound like I could be doing audiobooks. So I hope that doesn't bother you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think Sam could do audiobooks too.
Oh, easily. Yeah, I got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
about
Dad. Yeah, see, there we go. Now we're channeling Bobby.
That's my
I'm just saying, man.
burst.
I'm just saying, man. A 50 Shades of Grey audiobook from Sam. I think that'll work.
Man, if I can't ever match up to Gilbert, but yeah, I could get close.
I was going to reference that.
Yeah. Holy fuck, this is wrong, but also erotic. Yeah, yeah. I do love that his last role was literally God. That's about right.
Wait, are you talking about Gilbert Godfrey? Is that what we're talking about?
Absolutely, that we got there.
How did
Gilbert
how
Godfrey's
did we get
reading
there?
of 50 Shades of Grey specifically.
I don't remember that being a thing, but
was
It
that.
is.
Oh,
I think
it
it's like a
was.
college humor thing. But yeah, they had him like
It was
read through
his
a couple
final role,
lines of it.
or so his final role was either God or was as a vampire in Elder Scrolls of Oblivion.
I
I don't
want to
know.
say Gilbert Godfrey died on my birthday.
That's unfortunate. What was the like kid show that he was in? Like
Aladdin.
the
He did
I-
Iago.
no, the little kid show. Like it's like on PBS Kids or something.
I could not tell you.
It was like an educational show where he plays this little like bird,
Oh no, it wasn't my
and
birthday.
he like teaches kids about reading or something.
Cyber Chase.
Yeah, he was in Cyber Chase.
There you go.
And it's like when you know what he actually does and what his comedy consists of, it becomes so funny that he's like, don't lie to your parents, kids, and wash your hands.
I kind of like the twisted actors, like one way or whatever, comedians, actors, like the ones who either are comically ugly or just have fucked up things about them. because they inevitably sound like way more pleasant people to be around. Like I don't know if that's always a thing, but like um the Steve Buscemi is supposed to be like a genuinely pleasant person to be around.
Henry Cavill has that stupid chin.
I wouldn't
Messed
count
up,
him
man.
I don't know if I'd count him in the category, but
no, he's a Warhammer player.
oh yeah, that's true. He does have social deformities. Okay, that's fair. And, and oh God,
Danny
the
DeVito.
yeah, Danny DeVito, who is a gem. To be fair, he's also gorgeous.
I find it funny that he was typecast for his voice, not for the way he looks. Like he was typecast as like a grumpy, like works for the system and doesn't care what you're doing type of character, and it's
When he's a
because he
troll.
sounds so fucking aggressive. It had nothing like his appearance wasn't the main factor in him getting typecast. It was his
Yeah,
voice.
yeah, when he's an actual troll. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it sounds like we got everybody back. And I wanted to ask, first of all, I feel like there might be some independent banks in the city. But Purser, I just
Yeah, we're
assumed.
licensed with Kunderic.
Yeah, I assume that's who you were headed for. So ironically, you guys actually won't split up for like until you get well into Locksmith Square, because Coasthold is Kunderic's. They actually own the land. They own every square inch of Coasthold. So once you guys get to Locksmith Square, you can split off. Those of you who are doing the exciting shit in the bank. Coasthold, for its part, is some of the only like it's the only part of the city outside of a little bit of respite when you guys went through where it doesn't have this ramshackle look where like they deliberately incorporate like, old ship hulls or ruins and rubble. Most of the rest of the city has a very patchwork look to it. Coasthold is all new construction. Like everything here was built from the ground up. Uh, Pretty much all stone, occasional wood here and there. All stone, very high quality work. And the only way to get in across basically a pretty serious natural ravine that goes down pretty deep is two enormous bridges. And as you go over, you do notice that while there are like there's Stormreach guards on one end, um, once you go past a certain point, the guard presence ends and it's all Kunderic security. Um, they own this, they provide their security here, and strictly speaking, like if Stormreach Guard comes here, it's because they have an account they need to access. They don't come here on official business. This is entirely company owned. But yeah, powering above it is a pretty serious, like two or three serious fortified structures. The Tower of Kol Karan is enormous, and like actually has several layers of wall built around it. You can barely see the tower from ground level, just from the sheer like reinforcements around it. Um, but getting into the enclave is there's some security measures, but nothing too obstructionist. It's just basic stuff so that they know you're not smuggling blast discs in and things like that. Standard House Kunderic stuff.
I would never do that twice.
But inside it is absolutely bustling. Countless number of people coming and going. Dwarven tellers behind most of the things. Um, they don't seem to be hiring locals much here. You do spot the occasional like half giant labor hauling, but they seem to take a policy of we trust the people we trust. To the I guess it would be northeast, you see a much more humble but decent tower that is the local Citadel of the 12. Kunderic rents it out, and it acts as kind of a that's the representative point for the 12 here officially. Most houses have a little office there. that's not their stronghold per se, but there's some representation. And let's see here. Yeah, you. Enclave. Yeah, going inside, it really is. It's impressive in here. The bank itself is 3 stories of stone walls gilded with silver and gold. They are anywhere else in Stormreach, you'd be worried about people just coming out of the woodwork to pry that off. They are not afraid to show off how well this place is doing.
Us Kundrak don't play that shit.
Yeah, they're flaunting it, and they're flaunting it with at the edge of all kinds of. They're ready to defend that shit.
Yeah, they're flaunting it next to the sign that says "We'll break your fucking knees if you try anything."
with the knee breaking machine like ready to use. They're not.
Yeah, they're gonna bring out the apologizer and let you know.
Apologizer.
Yeah. But there's a massive like statue with like veins of blood glass actually traced through it. It's the only thing that looks giant in origin, and it was probably dragged here or installed. But in an odd, what's unsettling about it is its head seems to turn to watch people as they come and go, as you go into the bank, so to speak. But yeah, you are free to do business here as necessary.
Yeah, so Berser's just gonna wait in line for a bit. I don't know how bad the lines are this time of day.
It's not terrible. There's enough windows open that you get through after. There's like one or two people, one of which looks comically pirate-like. We'll say the other one just looks like a fairly. It could be a small business owner or anything like that. Neither of them are particularly interested in small talk.
Yeah.
Pick, oh no, Pick's not with you, so
Yeah, it's Mercy and Jotazo.
This is probably I don't know, what does Jotazo think of like this thing is way more reinforced than any Lizard Folk city you've seen. But like if they're showing off wealth, you can't see like it all seems to be relevant to like there's people constantly writing things down. Every single thing seems accounted for here. It's either confusing or paradise. It's I don't know what Jotazo thinks of it.
Jotazo is going to be like kind of like trying to take everything in. Like he's like if there's like any advertisements or like flyers or anything like that for like the sort of things that you have at banks to like advertise like certificates of deposit, that sort of shit.
Oh yeah. There are like posters. It's somewhat restrained compared to like a lot of other advertisements of this era. But yeah, there is like advertisements for various investment schemes and trading, things like that.
Yeah, he's taking it in with a grain of salt. The best way to describe it is he's more interested in the scheme than what the scheme is promising. Like he's trying to wrap around like how places like this make money and how that like benefits like an actual modern nation. Like, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously this is like basically all corpo, so he's definitely like taking that in with a grain of salt. But yeah,
I would say, yeah, realistically, like probably one of the bank managers is also a priest of Kolkaran. So if you were to ask, like, he'd be happy to explain about the glories of free market type thing. Like that, they literally have a faith based around the more the better aspects of investing. It's not keeper shit where it's like crushing
Money at all
interest rate.
costs.
Money at all costs. This is more along the lines of like win-win, where investment schemes where everybody benefits type thing. That's at least that's their selling point. Whether you believe
Yeah,
it or not, that's irrelevant. That's their shtick.
So like the bankers from Mary Poppins.
Yeah, kind
Didn't
of.
someone
Yeah.
already put a meme there?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, that was
a
me.
wild pull. That is a deep
Well,
cut.
no, like so, like their whole thing was about like, hey, if you invest in the bank, then we're actually going to actually fund like expeditions on the Nile and a bunch of really cool fucking things. Like that was their whole thing. You know, don't
I'm
give
not.
your
I'm
2
not
cents
arguing
to
that
the
it
fucking
wasn't a good
pigeon.
example. I'm saying that being a go-to for anything is kind of wild.
I'll give you
Kudos
that.
to you.
That's
but-
a good
Kolkoran is
one.
about
Yeah.
enriching the community.
Yeah,
But it doesn't
by
mean you can't
enriching
enrich
everyone.
yourself along the way.
Yeah, exactly. It's win-win scenarios. Yeah. So yeah, that's there's definitely a priest happy to. I mean, if you think about it, it's the most direct, most direct example of the faith of the invisible hand of the free market. That's
Yeah.
probably one of the sermon points.
And
but
I know you weren't actually like talking to Jozo, but like my general response to Leo is like he's from a land that's pretty much tried the whole like Braveheart William Wallace shit and gotten the living shit kicked out of him, and for like the last like what 40,000 years at this point.
yeah,
No, we're doing fine.
So it's
yeah.
very much like, hey, maybe we should like what one of the best things about the bank when the CEO dies, it doesn't immediately fucking implode, and while the dark Serbia Vasulatar immediately run in and start like stabbing people and like enslaving them.
We're gonna hit. Like, I'm not here. I can't argue with you in character. But when we hit that fucking time cut, I'm dragging your ass to on there, and you're gonna fall in love. I fucking promise you. You're gonna see so much fucking wine. It's gonna be awesome.
This sounds like really violent indoctrination.
Gonna indoctrinate my foot up your ass.
Oh, this is a spicy session.
But
Under snappy wizard types, Sean Zords.
So, as far as the bank business goes,
yes.
it's a little bit more complicated than just a simple withdrawal because I have to like fill out some paperwork, get Indigo and Leo on the like official MKA payroll.
Okay.
Since Leo was a stowaway and we just met Indigo.
I was a hire-on. Why does everyone keep saying that?
If I remember correctly, it was like you were on the crew and they were like, "All right, we need help. A Kraken's attacking." And it's like, I just happen to have some very specific skills, type thing.
Yeah, I wasn't like there in secret, like sneaking onto their boat. I was on the I was a member of the team already.
You were a sub-tertiary contractor.
Yeah. Cursor's got all kinds of words for this. But yeah, if you like putting them officially on the roster, so to speak.
Just so that like all the paperwork is in order with the banks, they're not like, oh, so you're just withdrawing 10,000 gold for this jump from a place that we don't even have confirmation that you're from, and I'm sure there's going to be like security checks and like a message will have to be sent back to Mishann to check with our Kunderic agents there and all that stuff.
The glories of bureaucracy. Yeah.
Exactly.
And of course, when they're done waiting in line and it actually gets to that point, Jojo is very interested in the process.
So, the way I'm imagining it is like you go to the bank with your 6-year-old, and the 6-year-old is like, watching you fill out paperwork, and just like, what's that? Well, that's so that the bank knows. And what's that number for? Like,
And
I-
they never once see the money that the bank is supposed to have.
yeah,
It's a building full of money. Where is it?
Yeah, exactly.
If
But
anything, that Jotaro is even more impressed by that of moving paper. You can move 10,000 coins with just a piece of paper. This is why Kuravar is so advanced.
Do they have any?
Yeah.
Do they have any of the? I haven't been to a bank in quite a long time. When I was a kid, we would go to the bank and they would have these like suction cup tubes. These they would like
Oh.
yeah, they
vacuum
still have those.
suck.
vacuum
Yeah.
tubes.
Does Kinderex have any equivalent to that?
They have magical, basically magical vault shit where it's like you can basically access your account from any official location.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't have a dimensional vault back at the MKA, but we can.
Yeah.
We have an agent that'll handle the transfer for us and make sure
it's
everything's all
slower
good.
Yeah.
than if it
So-
was fully set up, but you do have setup. Yeah.
So they have like ATM machines, basically.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Honestly, they have.
I
the
imagine
equivalent.
specifically for the question you're asking, Metro, they might have little homunculus dudes that'll run stuff around.
Yeah, like something that transports the goods, around the building was basically what I was asking
around
about.
the building. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, homunculus does sound right. Like these horrible little malformed creatures. Yeah, that sounds right.
Or bigger constructs for the bulk stuff, or just regular laborers.
Yep.
That wasn't relevant at all to the story. I just think that Kunderek's kind of cool, and
It
I
helps
wanted to
paint
ask
the picture.
flavor.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it was for immersion purposes.
Kunderek is a really fascinating house.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do
I'd
right.
play one if they were people and not dwarves.
Seth approves of that message. But Mercy, is there anything you wanted to do in here besides make sure Purser doesn't have some final destination shit happen where 8 tons of gold is dropped on him or something?
Maybe
I mean,
something's
that would be
taken
a
over my
hell of a way
body
to
and I'm
go.
stealing all the money.
Yeah.
Mm.
He gets crushed
yeah,
with the
that's-
world's biggest copper piece.
Batman. No, that's pretty much it. She's a little bit hesitant to let Purser out of her sight for a substantial amount of time for probably the first few days, especially
Yeah.
given the
Circumstances.
the deal that we had to make with the Lady of Death. So it's just I think I just want to be by my friend Purser, and also oh, thank God he's not dead like all of my sisters. So yeah, she's just patiently standing by. Probably watching Jotsuso in some bemusement because she's from Sharn.
Yeah, you've been to banks. This.
Yeah, this is completely routine to her.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame because Jotsuso is actually completely right. Like the fact that you can transfer that much wealth with just a single piece of paper actually really is one of the reasons why Corvair is as powerful as it is.
But it doesn't look as impressive as the 14-story giant ruin that has an equally crazy statue in front of it. It's not to say there aren't huge buildings in Sharn, God knows there are, but yeah, there's a lot of giant ruins that are pretty impressive.
There's no shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to tell my. No, sorry, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, then in that case, we'll go over to the other group in Locksmith Square. And
As a quick other note, in addition to all that security paperwork and stuff, I am making a withdrawal so that Leo can stop complaining about not having any money.
just give him a down payment.
Admittedly, Leo hasn't complained. Metro has complained a lot.
That's fair.
It's something Purser's been aware of, but there's a lot going on.
He was
You
dead,
had
to
it.
be fair.
Is Indigo on the payroll as well?
Yeah.
He is now.
Because Indigo's an assassin that we're babysitting.
Yeah, he's under a special contract.
Okay.
Don't worry. We're only gonna set a moderate 5% interest rate.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, going back over, Locksmith Square is as lively As always, this is very much a place of varying levels of fun. It's even during the day, it's not as big here as it is at night. Like this is one of the biggest nightlife areas. But even during the day, there's people out and about. Mostly a lot of it is like you see a lot of people who are clearly just like this is their morning around like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're kind of getting up, they're going in, they're setting up the a tavern or other businesses that are pretty much open at night, almost exclusively evening and night. And yeah, just it's a big place at night, kind of just waking up now. But yeah, if you guys head to 1 sec here, I need to see where this is exactly. Okay, on your way to the shadows, you go by it's kind of a mainstay for those of you who are like regulars who live here regular. Indigo, you've gone by this dozens of times. Eldred's Pool. It's a circular fountain, seemingly carved from a single piece of dark green stone, about 24 feet in diameter, outer rim that rises about 2 feet off the ground. And at the center of the pool sits a sculpture depicting two six-limbed figures standing back to back. Each figure balances on one leg, and the first two pairs of arms meet in the center of each figure's torso, palms flat against palm, as if in prayer. Each figure's other two arms are raised skyward, palms to the sky, as if hefting up a great weight. Each one's head in shiny stone that seems bowed low, as if in supplication. And I have an image. And this is relevant because going by this thing gives you an almost blinding headache. Like the city is loud. This isn't loud. This is like an agonizing silence almost, where like it seems to flatten out the world somehow. It's very strange.
She like I'm imagining like dog whistle effect. It's like we don't really register what's going
Yeah.
on, but
Oh,
she's just
yeah.
like
Like
recoiling.
Yeah. You guys completely missed this. Like Indigo or not Indigo. Leo. Like maybe it's you get an odd tingle going by it, but
Just for like extra planar nature.
yeah, like maybe something related to that. But this is awful. It's like that like deafening silence that hits you after like you're near a plane engine or something.
She was on my shoulder, so Yell, does she like stumble and start to like fall over as we're walking and this like hits for the first time? You're muted if you don't know. I don't know, she might be doing something.
I didn't know. I didn't know I was muted. She will make the moth squeaky noises of very upset moth. And like kind of brace herself on him and be like, "Bad, get away." Like it's in his mind, but it's just like very like she's having a hard time with the connection. Like, get away. And she's pointing two of her limbs, like holding onto his hair with one and pointing at the thing and just being like, "Away, it's bad. Get away."
Yeah, if she starts to like squirm and like grip tightly, I'll sort of like prepare to like basically his first instinct is like I'll catch her if she falls over. But then in like a state of confusion, because Leo's not registering much, but you said like a little bit more than the others.
Yeah, you get like an odd, almost deja vu sense, but
Yeah,
almost like
like
a disassociation sense, where it's like you feel kind of disconnected briefly, but
blinking a couple of times in like disorientation, mouth is
yeah,
dry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of range of whatever it is. Realizing that this kind of came on as we got closer to these people and to this like zone.
She's definitely pointing at it, and she's just
yeah. So I'm gonna like my first instinct, not really knowing what's going on, but recognizing that there's a problem. He'll just try and like back off until it stops.
It has a very limited range of effectiveness. Like, especially if you don't look at it, pick like it drops off like 10 feet away from the thing.
Oh, good.
My
uh,
brother in Christ, what the fuck is that?
She turns.
Yeah.
She just crouches on his shoulders and like holds onto his head, but like is looking away from it. And she's like, "It is
Yeah.
very bad.
What? The
Ugh.
statue?
Yes, bad. It is like something is wrong. It is
I look
wrong."
I look at Indigo to see if he has like any, because you said that have we not, like, this isn't in the like enclave area, like this is on the way there, or
This
is
is in
this like,
Locksmith Square, like the center of
okay, this is
Locksmith
in the
Square.
zone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case I look to Indigo and I'm like just I give him a look of like confusion and urgency to see if he has like any insight as to what like this is, what's going
Do I
down
have
with
any
this.
insight as to what's going on?
I mean, it's kind of like a local thing. Like, you think you heard some rumors, like it's supposed to be named after some scholar who arrived and like freaked out over it, but it's just a local feature. Like, people get water from it occasionally. Um, you saw some Stormreach guards had to haul a couple sailors out of it when they were like really going wild one night, like, they're drinking and like stripping in the fountain type thing. But it's just a local feature. It doesn't do anything. It's supposed to be a remnant of like when there was a Thrycreen city here or something, but history in
makes sense.
Stormreach is very vague.
Uh, I'll set her down gently and kind of like feel her head, see if she's wounded initially, and then if I don't detect any like problems that I can identify easily, I'm gonna try and take a step closer to it again by myself, and I will define sense around the statue to see to like rule out that option.
Okay. Let's see here. Uh, you get an odd, like, doesn't seem malevolent in any way. There's definitely some magic here, but it's one of those like it's almost ambient level. Like, whatever magic in this is either so deeply entwined and either it's just passive. Like, it's not actively doing anything. It just seems to have some kind of passive effect. But divine sense, so you know for sure that it's not evil or good. It's not celestial, fiend, or undead. And like with your, magical senses, there's some type of passive magical effect going here, but that's really all you can tell. You could say
And
the
it's like
same of like
deeply,
half the buildings you go by. Like, there's
but this
most of
one registers as like deeply rooted to the point that it doesn't feel like a modern like intentionality. Like this wasn't like a recently done thing with it's just been like this. It's been like
yeah.
this for a long time.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
like God knows how long type thing.
okay, I'll try and spec out the range and carry pick around it because it's not the entire enclave, right? It's like there's a certain range
Seems like
that it
5 feet
hits.
around this thing. Like, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
it's
yeah, so
very
very easily
easy.
avoided then. I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
yeah, I will I'll carry her around and be on the lookout for whatever the fuck that is. Especially because Indigo doesn't seem to know what the fuck is going down or why that happened. So that's
Yeah, I
more
just
concerning. If he
right.
was like, "Oh, that's a security measure," I'm sorry, then that would be like reassuring. But no, there's no
You do notice
insight.
that there aren't any other Thrycreen that go through this particular part of the city, but
That's not surprising though, because this is like a really exclusive area anyway.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's the ear bleeding statue. If you hang out around it, your ears start bleeding.
yeah.
Um, I don't know how long they intend to stay there, but like as they're investigating, I guess I'd like to say that she'll start a short rest if she's being carried around because she's looking
Ah,
for spirits to talk to. If she can,
ooh.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to be around there, but the whispers of the dead can be reset on a short rest, so she's looking for the dead to be like, "What the fuck?"
All the ghosts around here are
Ah.
like, "Fuck these people, fuck these fucking elves, god damn it."
I mean, there's a lot of spirits
Yeah.
scratching the surface in Stormreach. But are you doing
She
it
would also,
specifically here or?
yeah, yep,
Okay. Could you
just
put that up? I just want to see what that affects.
yep.
Wait, this has light mode. Those screenshots are in dark mode. How do I do that? Where is that? I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Under graphics settings, I think.
Dark
Yeah, yeah.
mode. Hell yeah. Thank you, Yale.
Of course, dark mode always, dark mode for life.
Echoes. Yeah. I would say Whispers of the Dead.
Changing it out to history is what she's doing mechanically.
Gotcha. You're not getting a ton around here. But that statue, once it's there's something spooky about it, so you just avoid that one and like go in kind of a wider and wider circle, and eventually you're able to get the form of probably they were like middle-aged in life, a middle-aged giant woman who's like figure what was left of her. There's almost nothing left of her at this point. It's been long enough. There's barely a presence, but she does have some knowledge of history, and you're able, specifically, kind of just having been stuck here and watched things go by. She has some relevant historical knowledge for you that she can communicate once she's mostly just happy that someone can communicate with her at all. Like it's such a faint presence that like even most necromancers wouldn't notice. So
Pick does
Yeah.
explain to her current ride that she's like, I will ask the dead. I will ask the dead. And then she will be like, there are many, many dead here. Many dead.
Yeah, it's layered oddly. Yeah.
I'll ask her like, are you under the impression that that's what caused the effect on the statue?
No, but maybe they know. Some know history, some remember, some do not. But it helps
Well-
me remember.
Well, that area of expertise is certainly more in your skill set than mine, so I'll trust you with it. The quantity of dead is not surprising. However, we were told that many people in that business reside here, or at least come here for recreation. So it is to be expected that they would carry some souls with them, right?
Yeah, the woman doesn't seem, or the giant woman doesn't seem particularly malevolent, or even hostile about it, but she is very confused by you, Pick, and seems to be, um, like she's kind of half rambling, and she mentions, she died in dreams, um, the Empire's gone, uh, the your she wouldn't say tick, but she would say the insects came over when the dreams ended, things like that. She's even less coherent than a lot of spirits you speak with, but you can get bits of history out of her.
Okay, I'll see if she knows anything about the bad statue.
Yeah, she would just she would probably say that was be a little bit contemptuous of it and just say that that's like poorly made imitation of a guarding ward type thing.
Against what?
She just kind of blinks at that and seems to have a hard time remembering. Mentions dreams again.
Oh. I did the roll for it. I don't know why I did two.
No, I mean that's a fair bit. It makes sense, I swear, but it's a matter of framing.
Yeah.
She like you're getting a historical account from someone who was like at Pompeii, and you're like, well, what were the impacts of Pompeii? I don't fucking know. I died. Like,
Yeah. Was it? But it was around in her time, which was like a long time ago.
She doesn't think that was around, but she does think that it's like a
Oh.
mock-up of something that was relatively common.
Was there?
In her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she mentions once again it's a ward against dreams. But yeah.
And she will convey all of this to Leo as she's learning it.
Which has to be so fucking
It's
confusing.
very disjointed, and she's conveying it exactly as she's learning it. She's just
He's
giving
used
him the
to dealing
information.
with like sort of like subtle, like don't say what you mean type like like nobility and bureaucrats and stuff above him, and then he
This
came
is
here.
borderline schizophrenic. Like this is
No, yeah, he comes to Zendrick to work for the prince as like a diplomat and a knight, and he's met with so many people who are like so overtly blunt about exactly what they mean, to the point that it's like wildly disorienting. Because like
The insect is rambling about a ghost giant that's talking
Yeah.
about dreams.
Jotazo, Pick, and Mercy are all so like, I'm feeling this, and this is what I want. And it's like, oh my god. And like half of it doesn't make sense, but just the sincerity is weird as well.
yeah.
You ever have
yeah.
a that is directly insulting your very way of life?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna give up on you, all right? But
we'll get there.
but no, I think in response so out of character, I'm piecing this together as like the statue is a ward against like some level of like mindfuckery or like reconnaissance. Like obviously a spy network house would want a way to prevent people from snooping, or a way to prevent like dream like psychic monsters and stuff from kind of gaining intelligence on them. And like that's what I'm like kind of clocking the statue as being, like a really old school, just we don't want people like reading our minds and stuff, and this like fucks with dream connection, and that's why it bothers Pick. In character, I don't think Leo has the context for that idea, so he'd probably, yeah, it would sound like schizophrenic rambling of like like not that like Pick is insane, but he's interpreting it as like she's talking to dead people. Dead people are probably kind of confused.
Yeah, they're
Like,
not doing well.
she's getting info from them, and not all of the info is like complete or is translating well. So he's just kind of nod along with her, and kind of nod his head, and just try to be like comforting and reassuring. Like he's trying to be a rock right now because he's having a hard time.
So you're like a much friendlier version of Purser, because Purser would usually nod and he would just be like, she'll calm down eventually.
Yeah, I'm like if
We'll get there.
Purser like had like social skills.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
Like if he cared about like people's
The
feelings.
heathens. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's learned to
The-
care. He's gotten better.
The hilarious thing about this is the fact that like Purser was the party face for
Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
good chunk.
No, like 90% of the game. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Once she gets what she can, she's very thankful to the giant. She climbs back up on Leo and is just like, it is just yucky and strange, but it is okay now. And just pats his head like, we may go, whatever we were doing. But she looks at the other two apologetically. I don't know if they just watched this whole bizarre shit show go on for a minute.
I
Uh,
don't
I've
know.
been
I'll just,
watching, and then like I signaled like probably like another house member from across the square that I kind of locked eyes with, and like maybe send him like a message like, you see these like are you checking these guys out, sort of thing.
Yeah, they noticed. Yeah, no, it's a. I imagine like 99% of the random street performers in the city are either Fjarlin or Thorani. Like, it's especially the ones that don't stick out. Like, and probably in Locksmith Square, Fjarlin knows better than to really stick their finger in. So, that would be yeah.
I'm just imagining these like high-ranking members being like, "Who the fuck let these people in here?" Like,
They've had
Well,
worse guests.
granted, Locksmith Square is a little known for like rowdiness, so you're not completely out of place by being weird.
hell yeah.
Yeah. This is the party square, so you're good.
But yeah, as she's like done, I'll just like let Pick use me like a little ladder and just climb back on, and I'll smile up at her, and maybe pass her some water from like a what is it called, the like mobile, it's not a it's like a little like round container that you would fill with
Canteen?
water.
Gourd.
Yeah, like that.
You could go
And
fill it
just
from the fountain that's right there if you want fresh water. But yeah.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah.
Angry sweet.
let her hydrate a little bit,
Yeah. That's fair.
and then get back to business.
Okay. Yeah. Once that's over, and the all four of you, Balthazar, you could have patiently stopped, but as like an almost involuntary tick, your foot would definitely be tapping. Like if you had a watch, you'd be checking it. This is why are we not in the brothel yet? But yeah.
That's the
Uh,
other guy, not me.
I mean, yeah, it's your physical form is doing that. But yeah, you head to following Indigo's. Uh, it is one of those things like it's not elaborately hidden. You don't need to go through like a bunch of trapdoors or anything. But it is one of those things where the orientation of the alleys is a little like you could very easily go by this, even if you lived here and walked here every day, and just not
Say,
notice.
take a right, then a left, right, two lefts, right, left, right. Go under the clothesline. Go
Yeah.
to the left.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
trying,
Like that level of
I'm
it.
just walking quickly enough to stay near him. Like it's not.
Yeah, to be fair, I think he's trying to give you instructions to get back here without him, but I don't blame you for being like, it's fine. I'll
We'll leave
remember.
when he does. It's not a, it's not a
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
deal.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And
If
it's
I
like
lose sight of him, I'm
little,
just gonna start yelling until he comes back.
That's standard toddler reaction. That's fair.
Yeah.
Um,
and it's
Don't lose mom. Yeah.
like a wall, right? Like an illusory wall.
yeah, you come up to he's led you to a blank wall that you can all just step through at will.
Yeah.
And behind it is a solid, like almost featureless black chunk of stone that will heal away when you answer the riddle, which hasn't changed yet. So the answer is still innocence. And
I say the word.
yeah, inside, um, Indigo going in, like they did get through various means. They very much know you're coming with some guests. And there are a couple folks. Not it's not like fawning. But there are a couple folks, take your jacket type of thing. Welcome to Shadows. And there's a hostess who like guide you. First timers, she guides you around the lower floor, shows you what's available. Um, there isn't a live performance going at the moment, but there is the stage set up for it. It I won't say dark, but it's things are kept deliberately kind of dim. Um,
I'm imagining like mahogany interior. Like half of the wall is like a dark purple felt. The other half is like striated like wood going across the upper half.
yeah,
Uh,
a lot of dark
trees.
wood, some like light stone and purple creeping flowers like are the main color decoration added. Um, and no real natural light in here, but everything is provided by carefully set up ever bright lanterns, like at just the right hue. Um, Lots of dark corners to sit in, but also if you want to sit somewhere like at the bar that's well lit. Um, just the whole place screams privacy and money. And
I want
yeah,
to like maybe like introduce them to like one of the favorite sort of hostess slash maybe courtesans around here, Ebony, and just say, hey, uh, these are my friends. Uh, how special, if you could.
yeah, yeah, they're
And
happy to talk with you. Drinks, conversation is uh, very pleasant. It's they pretty much go off however far you want to push with the conversation, they just follow along. Um, a fair amount of insight. They seem pretty surprisingly well educated and anything you want to talk about. Many drinks as you want, all very good Corvarin stuff. Some local stuff mixed in too. The ever-present local gin, and even some of the more exotic stuff mixed with a little bit of Dream Lily, which
Dream Lily.
sick.
What is Dream Lily? Is Dream Lily like Nightshade? Like what?
Think of it like morphine. So
Oh,
or opium, some weird combo of those things.
does that? I know that Baltazar can't get drunk. Does morphine work on him?
Well, on that note, Balthazar, there's someone who, if you're willing to,
Sure he is.
he's willing to take the bullet here and tap in. If you're,
Oh yeah, of course.
Send me in, coach. Send me in.
Yeah.
Also, on the like,
Just like
you
the
know,
simulations.
drink
I will.
the local stuff. I'm gonna like forget that. I want to feel like I'm at home. Give me all the like actually good wine from home.
They actually have
I-
some astonishingly rare vintages from like they ask you what region you're from, and they have some from there. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. You were saying
I'm gonna order like a charcuterie board and like it's some Ondarian grapes.
yeah.
I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
I do owe him for saving my life. What's excuse me. I will let him have this one as a I guess a thank you for lightning bolting half the fucking rats to death.
That's fair.
But I will do a strict thing of pick the baddest bitch in the room
Uh-huh.
and her only, and you get one session.
Damn it! All right, you figured him out. Damn. Okay. That kind of
What?
throws a lot of the plan.
Do you warn us that you're gonna swap? Like, do you say anything beforehand, or is this just gonna happen?
It's entirely for the best that Balthazar has not told Jutsuzo who is in the ring.
You don't say.
Because that is very much like it's unironically like, you know, it's like basically, you know, yeah, considering this guy is one of the two top most people responsible for like basically being
The slave trade on your home
destruction,
island. Yeah. Yeah.
Just immediately starts like gnawing on Balthazar's body.
Pick also helped murder him and lead a slave revolt and would fucking hate this guy.
Yeah. He's oily somehow.
My question remains: do you tell us?
Yeah, that's fair.
I will give a warning to Indigo since this is his place.
Yeah.
I'll just say up front, hey, remember that thing that happened in the sewers? Yeah, that's someone else that handled that. And I owe him a favor for saving me, so everything that's about to happen for next hour is not me.
Understood.
You've heard stranger excuses in this place, that's for sure.
Well, as a person who also has a manifestation of his darkest side of him that follows him around everywhere he goes, I get it.
Yeah.
No, I just got I just got a womanizing slaver in my head.
You're womanizing. Yeah.
Anythingizing, I bet.
Predatory is the word I would have probably used.
There you go.
Probably
Yeah.
too.
But yeah, like you did kind of throw some water on his enthusiasm. Like he does go for probably, appropriately elvish looking woman. Gives a lot of very wistful looks to like appropriately elvish looking young men. But yeah, he's renting right now. He won't, do what he was planning. So
you're not buying out the fucking harem on my paycheck.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm not gonna feel it.
He's not allowed to torture, maim, or kill any of them. Like,
The second he pulls out some Drukari shit, I am pulling it back in and I'm tossing that ring in the ocean.
I mean,
honestly, I would be more worried about Balthazar in a place like this, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, this guy, like,
yeah, they may be into it.
The place is a little tame by his standards, but it is very like he does agree. Everything looks sufficiently expensive, even if it's all foreign. So that's interesting. And
Tons of Fun at least knows how to like navigate these places.
he actually does. Like on
Yeah,
that,
he knows the etiquette more than Baltazar does, but also like he just sucks in like every capacity.
yeah, he's a bad person, like fundamentally.
Yeah.
So
Also, this better be like off screen because I don't like where this is going.
I was
like,
planning on
I'm
it.
putting it
yeah.
off screen.
Yeah.
It better be off screen. I do not want to hear that.
I was planning on that.
Sam
Yeah.
only
Alright,
does
'cause I don't
off-screen
on the
stuff,
same
fade to
page.
black.
Yeah.
You fucking fool! You should have let me do it.
He's got advantage. It's a brothel, dude. Like he lived in one of these things. That's where you killed him.
Oh, so he has advantage on that.
Yeah.
Favored terrain.
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite terrain.
So, yeah, I would say he's able to like what exactly info did you want? Like he's like half of it is just, chat while occupied, but
I'm
he's
imagining him
willing
just
to
like
try and get some info.
crying, like ugly crying while drunk. Just like I used to be important. You wouldn't believe what they call me.
He better not name drop himself in my body.
He was not. No, he's like. There's info you guys wanted coming here. Like as far as I knew,
Yeah.
this wasn't just recreation, was it?
Yeah, no.
Pick-
So while
That was
that's
info.
happening, like I would, kind of very quickly, quietly slip away, and go find my dear aunt and say, the MKA. Most of them are here. The rest are on their way. The conversation should be had.
Okay. Yeah, she comes down and introduces herself. Chats with Balthazar's busy, but she
Yeah.
chats with Leo and Pick.
I introduce her. This is Viceroy Mirabella Oravai de Thorani, the proprietor of this fine institution, and our generous benefactor tonight. This is Leo and Pick.
I'll bow my head to her and sort of like fist over heart, like sort of not a kneel, but like very like just respectful bow as would be proper of like high society in Nonder, which is a little more awkward when you have someone on your shoulders, but he's just that good.
That's
As
fair.
he bows, just walks back a little bit, using him as a table, and does a very fluffy bow.
Okay.
And then walks a little bit back up, using her wings to get sorted back on his shoulders as he straightens up.
Yeah, she seems amused at like how formal you're being. Oh well, we have some a real chivalrous fellow here. I had heard something similar about that. You're directly affiliated with the Queen, yes?
I work under her stead, indeed. The order which I belong to serves directly under the royal line and is tasked with protecting and serving our nation to the best of our ability. A sort of homeline defense, though I've clearly been assigned other duties for the time.
That's fascinating. You'll have to tell me more about that. And was it?
Yeah.
We have never had one of your kind in here. Where are you from exactly?
She looks at Leo, because she knows that they call it different things in their language.
You just call it the Big Island, like
Yeah,
where
like,
you're
she's
from.
like,
It's
I
like,
don't.
oh, I'm just from the Big Island. Like that's
what would we refer to it
The
as?
town is called Mishann, and she knows that's in their language, that they call it.
The Caparian Islands.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, Caparian Islands.
I call it the Big Island, and the new town is called Mishann. But I think in your tongue it is something different.
I will say, she was just telling me about some sort of mysterious illness they may be having out there that seems to only affect those of either drow or elvish blood.
Well, why don't we?
Oh, it is not necessarily ongoing, but it has killed a lot. Many, 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 many dead. Cities and towns empty.
Well, why don't we sit down and you can tell me more about it? And she orders up. She would ask, Pick, do you have a preference? Or...
I like water. Your water here is very good.
Oh,
Leo
we
is
have
bringing
like it with the
bottles.
ice.
Like he.
I believe we have
Okay.
like nectar, right? Like there's some sort of like syrupy sort of nectar thing that I think maybe she might like.
Yeah, primarily used as like a mixer.
Nope.
But yeah,
No,
like-
no, Pick. That's
Give her
not water.
straight mixer, and she's like, "Yeah."
I
Pick,
was
no,
imagining
that's
her
not
getting
water.
like. When you said that, I was picturing like her just drinking like a maple syrup.
I mean, that's not far off. It's just like, kind of sugar. It's like yeah,
It's a
kind
sugar
of.
derived from like a fruit and like fermented fruit sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like like fruit molasses basically. But yeah, they have had Thrycreen in before, and that always seemed popular with it. They know better than to give Thrycreen any Dream Lily, so yeah, they
Out of character, what happens if you give a Thrycreen dreamily?
they
Like,
start throwing up and then die.
oh,
Jesus, their life
I mean,
sucks.
I mean, not like if they throw enough of it up, it doesn't kill them, but it's a very bad reaction.
Oh yeah, there's treatment for drinking antifreeze. It'll be fine.
Yeah, along those lines. Thrycreen tend to react very poorly to shit that like makes you dream, or interacts in any way with it. But
Well, I've been dreaming of morphine, so I don't know
there you
about
go.
y'all.
That's that.
I
Well,
mean,
and that
Sam,
is available for you.
you know the background of all the things, and Pick has the subtlety of a brick through a window. So if she asks her questions, Pick is just like, "This, I want to kill this guy. I am hunting this guy. Our island is like this."
yeah, I would be trying to steer it in the direction of like getting her to spill all the beans about what she knows about this broom guy, this mystery illness. Somehow get them to talk about bringing Percy back from the dead, and
that is
the
one thing that
that
I would have
they
like very strictly mentioned to Pick, noticing that about her immediately is like because Purser doesn't have like that happening stripped him of like his human rights, right? Like he isn't considered.
There's a 2-week grace period.
Oh, is there?
Okay.
Okay. I literally did not know that, but that does make sense.
It's a sidebar in Chronicles of Eberron.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So
2-week
then,
grace period, as in like they're not gonna
And
hunt you for
it-
2 weeks, or like
so-
what do you mean?
It doesn't strip you of your human rights. If you die after that point, if you are resurrected after that point, you are a
You're-
new person. You don't have any right to the property
inheritance
of
or
the other one.
It's primarily an inheritance thing. Like that. Like as silly as it is,
Okay,
that's basically inheritance law.
but like you don't
it's-
keep your name or any like
No,
you.
they're not gonna like tell you have to change your name. It's just
No, but like you come back and it's like the things that are like owed to that person that doesn't like qualify. Like you're not like your property isn't yours. Like
It's mainly so that if like a king a king or a noble dies and they're res like 10 years later, it doesn't completely upend like in the government of the country. Like that's the
okay,
main reason behind it is inheritance shit.
it's like if Borinel's mom came back to life, you wouldn't have to like give up the throne.
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
But also that begs another like quick. I'm sorry for like dragging this out, but like
Right,
I thought that couldn't happen because by the time 2 weeks have passed, they're Doler soup.
Well,
How could
exactly.
you come back?
That's why that's the grace period. If it's longer than that, something really weird is going on.
So someone
yeah.
could last 2 weeks. I didn't think that anyone could get close to that. I thought it was like 3 days is the high end.
It's strength of will.
Okay.
general repose maybe as well. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and
Or
there's other
divorce.
factors. Sometimes the Queen of Dead directly intervenes. Like if for whatever reason she wants someone to stay as they are, she just grabs them and basically throws the soul in a freezer and then just like pulls it out when she wants to and looks at it. Like if she does that, you can res that person much later on. It's just
Eberron, Shadar, Kai are people that she's done that to and then sent back.
Yeah, exactly. Like those are, for whatever reason, she grabs someone, stuffs them into like a vaguely elvish body, and says, "Go do things." Um, she's
You go
she's a-
do.
she's an odd one as far as planar forces, but
Okay, hell yeah.
yeah. So the like
all of that was just to say I would have told Pick like, hey, don't mention this because Purser could be in a little bit of like a bit of trouble if if the details get out. Out of character,
And
like
for-
Indigo's telling them it like without us anyway. Like it's definitely getting to the house, but
yeah, that's
there's
fair.
reason to tell Pick not to say it.
Okay.
There is. And with all of her like lightness and weirdness, she seems like she's not stupid. She does get it especially when something is like this could put Purser in danger, then it's never going to leave her mouth. Like
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's
you're
not
fairly
dumb, she's
confident.
just alien. Like it's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
culture shocky thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Maravella, for her part, is like she lets the conversation get led there, but she shows a lot of interest in your early adventures, Pick. Like she wants to hear about heading south on the island and finding the city of the dead. Like she listens to your stories about your people. Like she is an incredible listener, and just conversationalist in general. Like
Yeah,
you
whatever
could
she asks, Pick
easily,
is usually transparent.
yeah, and
Unless it's sacred.
she always seems to want to know more. Like I said, especially about the early stuff. Just very, very interested in your stories, Pick. She's polite
Her work
and
about the dead,
like her work
like
about
she's interested in about okay.
about
Like the
that.
plague era.
Not even that. It's she's oddly interested in specifically when you were with the party and when they went south.
Oh, okay.
When you were in the City of the Dead, she asks a lot about that. Your visit to Meemaw, your trip into the vaults where you, technically you didn't let it out, but where that one fellow got loose, the tall pale guy who kind of fucked you guys
Very
up and then
spooky.
walked past you, yeah, or floated. Yeah,
Thunderman?
Very spooky guy.
yeah, very.
Wait, what is that?
They
Out of
let
curiosity, did we ever deal with that guy?
No, he got back to the mainland, apparently after turning that one tribe of drow into like vampires.
No, that's the
And we
fucking
didn't let
Act
him out.
3
That was the
problem.
cult that let him out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
The
you
cult
guys
let him
kind of,
out. We were just there after the fact.
yeah, the cult was kind of trying to, and with this power, I will be the top cultist, and then they're ripped in half type thing.
Yeah, and we're
it's
like, well,
that's
fuck.
that's a
We're
big
not
time
level high
like
enough to deal with this.
it's a big time Act 3 problem that's gonna bite us in the ass super hard, which I resent because I wasn't here for it. So I'm like, I'm paying all the price with none of the fun part.
The
Is
amount
that
of
a
times
is that a
that
is that the guy we calling Broom? Is that him or is that someone completely
No,
different?
This is just
completely
some
different. He's a
vampire.
vampire.
Yeah, this is like
Ah.
apparently a very
Broom, she
old
doesn't know
vampire.
what he is.
Yeah, she does eventually get around to the broom thing. And
She can even show her the thing she carries in her little pack, the flower vase.
oh, okay, yeah, she'll look at that and mention what you already know, which is like this is from. It's the equivalent of a Disney World cup. She's like, yeah, this is
Yep.
from Stormhome, back in Corvair. Uh, and yeah, she mostly just like, I won't say works you for it, but she's just a really good listener, and it's easier to just talk to her for however long you can talk and tell her about your early adventures. She's very interested. And for you guys, you wanted some information about like how could we track down Metrol type thing. I think that was the original goal
Yeah.
here. Which
We had some personal stuff first.
yeah, that's true. That's true. As far as the broom thing goes, she says that she will look into that for you, since you have been such an excellent storyteller, Pick. And she does show genuine, she's actually very not quite like clapping her hands, but she really enjoys like little bits of artwork you do that incorporate like, skulls into window frames and things like, the really morbid shit that your people tend to. It's not morbid to you, but everyone else who sees it is like, why are they using bones as part of the architecture?
I imagine at some point she'll show her office off, and it'll kind of click.
Yeah, a little bit. She's mostly just down here at the bar,
Okay.
carefully like having,
Well,
Leo, oh, your glass is empty, let me get that for you type thing, and
yeah.
listening to Pick. And
This
yeah,
is kind of an aside. Is there smoking allowed in here? Because I've been imagining
yes,
like
yeah,
like
smoke.
Al Capone era, like what were they called? Speakeasies?
yeah, that's about the right vibe.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of smoke in the air. We'll say there's
Any bar before 1990?
yeah, honestly, well,
Let's be real. Any establishment before 1990.
yeah, yeah,
Hospital,
yeah,
school,
yeah.
gas
Doctor,
station, whatever.
doctor checks
Cars, like
in.
just cars with your babies. Yeah.
You've got a hell of a
Airplane.
cough. Yeah, that type of thing.
You got a
But
hell of a cough. Thank you.
The fond memories of wanting my mom to keep me have a window rolled up in winter because she would be smoking while driving,
yeah,
and because she was trying not to hotbox us, but that meant like rolling the window down, so like freezing winter air is blasting into me as we're
The
driving.
solution there is
Just
to
built
stop
character.
fucking smoking. That's
No.
that is a solution, but it's a difficult one. But
not like forever, like while you're driving.
What, like he said, a difficult one. No.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, she does say she will look into this Brom thing, which she seems unsettled about. And as far as the Metrol thing goes, she does go up to her office and consult some things, and she comes down. She recommends that you check the sewers and avoid spiders, is her rather cryptic interpretation. And you know what? She would even tell you like go down this grate. That one leads to you know what? Well, you don't even need to avoid them. Follow them initially. You'll know when to avoid them. But go down this grate. Should lead you into the general vicinity. I don't really have any more detailed knowledge of it. I don't know anyone who has proper maps of the sewers, but that should get you going in the right direction from what I've heard here and there.
Do you have any insights into what he's doing down there, perchance?
She just kind of gives you a calculating look and says, nothing concrete. But it's been a pleasure for both of you. And she looks around, and we'll say it's been like at least an hour of talking. She's probably about to. And Balthazar, at this point, the wheel is handed over. Yeah, there's no con save needed, but you are pushing a level of exhaustion. And you have
Now,
you know what?
Sam,
We'll say you have the name. Your friend has the name
That's
of
it.
about half the workers in this place, or at least the stage names they go by. So there you go.
I was
It's all
gonna
like
say if I come back,
Arcadia,
if I could,
Sable, Ebony,
Yeah. But you've got
I have a
about
lot of
12
compliment.
names.
I'm very They have a lot of compliments for me now.
I mean, kind
Said
of.
my name.
You also
Said my
get
name
a
was.
few looks, like
Said my name is Podrick.
yeah,
Ah,
you get it's complimentary, but it's also like there's a
Damn, you're in
few
some weird
knowing
shit.
winks. It's more along the lines of like you caught some very experienced workers off guard with some of those requests, but yeah,
I want you to know, fam, I have the power to cure diseases if like that's ever a thing
Oh, it's fine.
that's
I'm immune to
relevant.
disease now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, level
it's-
10.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were immune to poison. I didn't know that it was disease.
And
poison
disease.
and
Well,
disease. Yeah, the
yeah,
disease just
hell
never
yeah.
comes up because 5e. But yeah,
It's a rare mechanic. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if only I had that last fight.
Yeah. Right.
Uh, but yeah, you guys have a lead on Metro, and some of you have had great conversation, great food, great experiences, good memories. And you can meet up with the guys who had just as much fun in the bank, and see what you want to do.
I want to make sure that just to be a good host that Leo gets a small like little personal bottle of fine Ondarian wine, something that would be equivalent of almost something that you could serve the Queen of Ondare, and she would be like, nice choice. And like a nice little trinket of like a little bottle that has a little floating bead of like just random magical energy, and when you shake it, it vibrates and bounces around the jar and turns different colors, like a novelty.
Actually, Rainbow Shard wine honestly does that on its own, anyways. Yeah, that's you can get a little
It's like
bottle.
prismatic.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's prismatic and it like shifts through flavors.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, if he gives me like a really pristine like bottle of like cuz
small
like
bottle
pristine
of
wine
wine,
is basically really old, right? Like you have to wait for it to get there.
This
Um,
isn't super old, but it is a good year. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now I have to save it for the time cut so I can actually use it for that. So thank you for the idea.
That's fair.
But yeah, Leia will look very. Do you do this like in front of everybody, or do you like pull him aside to do this
Well,
separately?
it's right there. I asked the lovely hostess for a bottle of something, exactly like I said, something that you could serve the Queen of Ondare. And she comes over with it, and I look at it. I say, "This is a nice choice." And I hand the bottle to Leo.
Yeah, he'll take it and kind of admire it for a second and check the I guess the authenticity. He'd probably be pretty good at gauging these things by now. He's been to a lot of meetings with this stuff.
As closer inspection I see you doing it, I just put my hand on the top. It's the real thing.
And yeah, he'll he has a very like you see his face light up, no pun intended, and he looks very pleased with it because his friends know what to get him. This has like happened twice now.
Yeah.
And he will he'll look up at you with sincerity as they're getting ready to leave, and he'll say uh this is very kind of you, my friend. Thank you. But we got off to a rocky start, but you've been massively helpful so far, and I appreciate your efforts.
Yeah.
Well,
So after
you're welcome.
a quick stop at like the cleansing stone, primarily Balthazar, that was kind of like they were very subtle about it, but it's like, yeah, stop by the cleansing stone first. You guys go back out into probably the sun isn't quite setting, but it's definitely late evening. It's like there's a couple like it's a little jarring. You blink a couple times as your eyes adjust to the like it's almost twilight in the shadows all the time. That's just like the default setting in there, and it's going back out into the like tropical sunlight is for a moment you stumble. But overall it's
Why?
because it's very bright and it was like
No, I'm saying
kind
do
of
I, because I'm Irian, so I'm like
I mean maybe a little bit. I feel like your stumbling has more to do with like that was creeping up on you a little bit. You're not quite drunk, but it's you were in there for 2 hours just like nibbling and chatting and drinking.
yeah,
Yeah.
beyond Aaron Way.
Yeah, I mean, and it's some of the best like you legitimately did not realize 2 hours had gone by until
Mm-hmm.
like the time came up.
Those Thorani fuckers are hypnotizing.
Yeah,
Hypnotic. God, I
borderline.
know words. God
Yeah,
in heaven.
Honestly, you joke, but they're pretty close to it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Uh,
And
before we leave, I say to my friends, I'll be right with you. And I go and pull her off to the side, Mirabella, and I say, maybe you should look into seeing who Kalandin's enemies are. Lorandar, the wizard. He's a the and I'll sorry, I'll say the Queen of Death has tasked this group with killing him. Maybe we could make it work for us too.
mm, he kind of frowns at that, like, good. Well, I'll certainly keep that in mind. He is quite a figure, but I'll keep me abreast of it. It's good to know.
Of course. And yeah, I'll head back out with everyone else.
And by the way, Pick, did you remember Mr. Vampire's name in character?
Probably not.
Give me a history check. She would have really pressed you on that. Okay, 13. It was over a year ago. Yeah, for your people, there's no fucking way you remember. Yeah, all right.
yeah.
That was like a lifetime and a half ago, lady.
Yeah, no,
I've had babies, I've trained people, like it's
yeah,
You've had
yeah,
babies since then?
yeah, yeah.
They're
Thrice
bugs,
Green,
dude. They're bug people.
yeah, Thrycreen, like 20 is crazy old for Thrycreen. Like they,
yeah, Pick is like 7 or 8 now.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
in
yeah.
she's in the prime age of but you just have a clutch and then the village just
Raises
it's like,
them.
all right,
Yeah,
She's
Yeah.
like she's around middle aged, basically.
yeah, getting there,
Yep.
definitely.
Getting
But
there.
Pick some mama.
yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
go
I guess we like if Indigo rejoins us, then because again we can't we're not leaving without him because we'll get lost. So like we're just waiting in the club for you to like come back.
Yeah, I meet up with everyone else. All right, well, let's go find everyone else.
All right, yeah,
All
leaving
right, I was
with.
hoping they'd catch up with us, but I suppose Purser's outing demanded more time. That must have been a long line.
I mean, they're probably like in the middle of the district waiting for you. Like,
They,
Oh,
to be
I
fair,
mean,
they
they were
probably had
going to the
no
club.
idea how to get where we were.
that is true.
You gave
Yeah,
us directions.
oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. My bad. I wasn't. I'm so. I'm so used to like. Yeah, I gave directions. Well, if I'm honest, I wasn't listening. Yeah, I know. Like, all right. So
Purser doesn't like pay attention to directions.
that's fair.
Do you think
Yeah, then
Purser
in
doesn't
that.
have a tracker on pick?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Purser probably knew what the vampire's name was. Like,
Okay, then.
To be fair, I would imagine that a House Serrani enclave has like that spell that like a spell of non-detection on it when you enter, so you can't be like that's
Oh
just
yeah,
something.
to be magically tracked, but with
Yeah.
directions you can and like the
Yeah.
password, they definitely rejoined you guys.
Okay.
In that case, slight retcon. What Mercy, Jotazo, and Purser, after like 40 minutes or so into the 2-hour visit to the shadows, what form of entertainment would you have wanted to indulge in there? Because there's more than just drinking and brothel and music. They also have like there's people who can discuss and even like work on things like poetry, painting, sculpting, um, like really any form of art. They're happy to go over with people. Something
I
to
imagine
occupy the
there's like a you remember back in like 2010 when rave culture was huge and everybody was buying these little finger gloves with lights at the end of them?
Yeah.
I imagine there's something like that, but like in a dark room, and it's like, but with like Eberron flair of like magic on it, like
hell
some
yeah! Show me cyber goth culture in
yeah,
Eberron.
I feel like that's gotta be a thing.
I mean, it could be. I feel like it would be. They'd follow the lead of whoever. If it's like someone who's comfortable like sculpting or painting or whatever in a well lit area, you just turn up the lights. But yeah. On that note, we'll just Mercy. What, if anything? Like I said, it could just be as simple as conversation. Anything in between.
I think that Mercy would be a little bit curious about some of the pleasures that Indigo had mentioned earlier. So I think that she would ask around for like, what services would you offer a Warforged?
Well, I know for a fact that there are Warforged who have had aftermarket stuff added that lets them not necessarily get everything out of it, but indulge in certain stuff. Even without that, Warforged handle sensations very oddly. Purser, do you know of anything off the top of your head where Warforged could engage in the carnal arts in a sensation-based issue, or is it this would just be like pure mental?
Imagine like maybe like a Rory's telepathic bond sort of thing, where like they're
It's
projecting images or something into your brain for like a sensory experience.
Could be.
I
It,
I
Uh,
I'm not
Well,
I'm not dignifying this with any response. There is nothing
Damn.
in Keith's canon
okay.
regarding this, but I'm sure it's maybe possible, I
No,
guess.
so
I
the
said
reason I
something on the
asked
fly.
is in City of Stormreach, there's literally a Warforged worker at the Pink Conch who calls herself a Love Forged. That's why I asked. Um,
Well, what does
Uh,
that mean?
I
okay. Honestly, I think
Use
that
use your
Mercy.
mind.
Uh, God, it's 7:36. I think the Mercy would really just like a place where she could just relax and listen, not to like, the more high tempo big band or jazz, but just like soothing music.
okay, that they are
M-
very
M-
good at that. Yeah, they can set
Mercy
somebody
loves
off.
lo-fi.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
to that aesthetic, so now that I knew everyone was going to be there, especially with Purser, I was gonna when Purser got in, give about 10 minutes for him to settle in, and then I was actually gonna Indigo's gonna take the stage. It looks like he's going up there by himself. But then as he walks towards the center of the stage, his shadow spins off of him and occupies a separate instrument. I don't think there's a piano in Eberron, but something akin to that.
They only have
And
keytars.
yeah, like a keytar or whatever.
Shut up.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
And Indigo would play a small set, kind of like lo-fi, like things that build on top of each other in a very layered way. And then, but for the last song, he wanted to play um, a song he wrote called "Dying Light," which is about Purser.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's kind of like the background thing. So Mercy is just chilling, with
22.
some music. Yeah, pretty good performance. And so that's Mercy's relaxing, listening to music, just and soaking in the atmosphere. It is very very calming. Jotazo, what would be his reaction to this place? And then once we're done with that stuff, I know we're running a little late. I'll end the session. Um, but Jotazo, what would he do in the shadows here?
This whole thing is obviously he does like he's obviously been to the equivalent of like feasts and stuff before, so like it's not completely alien, but he also knows that like very big on like basically his entire life. If there was a feast, if like the whole point was to like that it wasn't exclusive. Like your
Yeah,
average chief, achieved showed off by like everyone feast in my hall and like drink all my wine and all that sort of shit. Basically, as like
you're
a way
gaining
of flex
political points. Yeah.
and just generally the flex. Versus, so the idea of a very, very exclusive, high clientele thing is very alien to him. So it, but it isn't like the sort of thing that he naturally has knee-jerk like rejection of. So like he probably just like go around and try to like take in things. Like you probably would end up drawn in a like conversation more than anything. But yeah, he's very much just trying to like figure out what makes this place tick, but not in a like snooping way, but as in just a like
You're the introvert at a party.
I guess so. He's not really like super shy. He's just
He just doesn't know the etiquette here. This is
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, just kind of going around and getting a feel. This is once again very very. There is no point where you feel particularly awkward. They go out of their way to. They've had lizard folk in here before, admittedly from different cultures, but they're still able to, you know, bring a certain amount of conversation and just etiquette that makes you feel a little bit more at home. Um, one sec.
Does Jodazo drink alcohol? Is that a thing?
I think it would.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure he gets like the highest proof like beers that we have.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's
very
like 18%.
very social wise. Like
yeah.
I get the feeling that like if there was a big like prohibition movement, he would probably get swept up in it because it basically sounds like oh, this is like we can like cure all crime by like banning alcohol. Like
Yeah.
probably that level of like he's usually pretty good at like not falling for like blatant scams and the like, but like he probably does have a bit of a weakness to the good idea theory. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. And in that case, Purser, there's after you get your feet under you, there's a song going on about you. I feel like I mean, Leo knows about this too, and Balthazar, when he's around, would know about this, but
Yep.
I feel like it's it's probably the most in your forefront mind of like, as comfortable as this place is, like they're not gonna do anything to you, but this is like secrets are spilled here. They're kept, but this is a place where they're
Oh, I
very
think
happy to have you spill your secrets.
Leo has been like in enough high society, like political meeting type situations, not really participating for his career, but like being present to know that he is being like their goal is to wring us dry. Like he is
Yeah.
not like that is very visible to him that like the reason that they're schmoozing us for info. Like that is very blatant to him.
And it's kind of why
And
she focused on Pick. Like it was like,
yeah,
this is
and
a
he's
well
like
of
not
info.
like he's not giving them anything related to his nation, so he's kind of okay with that. Like they're not
Yeah.
enemies, you know. It's not like we're at war with these people.
Yeah.
He's more
And
like if
Pick's
they
perspective
were.
may not be the most useful thing in the world because she's just very complimentary and talks a lot about weird shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Person.
were you done, Metro? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was like, I was just saying, like, he's aware of that, but he doesn't take as much issue with it as he maybe should. Bless
me.
you.
So, Purser does have like the same recognition, and I mean, he's not a super trained spy, but he's at least able to recognize that and keep quiet about some of the more important stuff. But in the discussion he has with Pick, I mean, she's already talked about a bunch, so he'll discuss that stuff with her.
Yeah,
at
honestly.
the bar,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
while eating some really spicy wings.
This is the first time, like, it's not just spicy wings. They're actually using the spices from the homeland. Like,
Like
Mhm.
gourmet.
other than visiting home, this is the
Cockatrice
first.
wings, by the way.
Yeah, this is the first time you've had like actual spices right from the homeland. Like you can get high end stuff.
Yeah, like proper blends that aren't just hot. They're like flavorful and complex and
Yeah, exactly.
delicious, and
Well
just really
presented.
enjoying the gourmet stuff while I have it.
Yeah. Mostly like she's very aware that you guys are a little more savvy than Pick, but um the woman running the place would occasionally probe you, Purser, for like kind of confirmation when Pick starts rambling about like, and then they had beans, and that lady, we tricked her. She didn't know, but then later on, they said she was in charge, and she didn't seem very good at being in charge. Like when Pick
We
would,
left a horse.
yeah, we left a horse, and it made the one lady very mad. You know,
I'll clarify enough details to like keep Pick's story like understandable, but I won't offer too much more information on top of that.
she would
Enough
try
to
and
be tantalizingly polite.
okay. She would try and get some names out of you, like Kulsad,
I'm not sharing
Meemaw.
Kulsad's name.
You know, things like that. Like Kulsad, Meemaw, like big players on the island. You know, the name of the you know, the Drow Hope / head of the one city state. Like
Yeah.
the names of various clans. Like she would be pumping you for that information too.
If I blab
guess-
about Kulthsad, I will wake up and not be alive anymore. If I blab about Sora Dotrea, I will live forever.
I guess the
Okay.
beauty of that is Pick probably isn't very good with names either. So it is things like Mima and my watcher friend for the big dragon in the
And that,
town.
yeah, and that's exactly why,
Things like
like
that.
she gets the overall image, and she's
Mhm.
trying to get details about them out of Cursor, because she's like, okay, so he was there too. He seems a
Yeah.
little less flighty.
I'll
Let's try and get
I'll
that
give
issue.
like some of the internal perspective on like the publicly available stuff, like the deal with the Sulatar, like all that stuff. But because that's something that you could figure out anyway, but I'm not gonna blab about our dealings with powerful entities.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So like whether it be the Stone Mason, Vampire, or like Warlord, you're not gonna be like giving names.
Oh, the stonemason and the vampire, they're monsters. They're evil. They're
Okay, that's
yeah.
fair. Okay,
I'm willing to talk about those a bit more. Didn't we kill the stonemason?
you did, yeah.
Yeah, that's there's not any like operational knowledge we need to protect there. That's like
Okay,
a gimme.
All right.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like the NPC you're speaking to probably is following this better than I, the person, am. Like, this is wild. Who the fuck are these people?
The stonemason was a Medusa that we fought in the city of Deern, or not Deern, Orlask.
Also, not to interrupt, but Sam, it's about to be 20 over. I need to get
I
going.
I'm tracking. I was just about to say, you know, that's everything for the scene. Everybody got a chance to have fun in the shadows, and we'll come back next time with a lead to follow for
Yeah.
All right.
for
Good
the
game. I'll
missing
see
game.
y'all next week.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody.
GG, y'all.
Let me